Honestly, like I was expecting this to be great, but I feel like you all like blew it like out of the park. Like I was like, oh wow, like they actually like came with the acting chops for real. So that was awesome. Kylan, I really hated you. I thought you did terribly. So I just want to know. Thank you, Kylan. Great job. I've always thought that Kylan actually sounds like Angel. I don't know if it's just me, but I've always felt he has a voice that's kind of just similar to Angel's natural voice. Like sometimes when we're reacting, and he talks, I think it's Angel talking. I'm like, wait, what?
I really liked his Luke lines.
Yeah.
Just the way he was saying it was so intimidating.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And Shiny, you're like, I saw in your description it said you were an actor, right?
We don't say that. I'm a filmmaker, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Awesome. Yeah. Like I'm kind of a filmmaker too.
So, we have so much in common now. Yeah. Actually, it's funny. Like I was trying to do like a web series like inspired by Buffy, and we ended up doing like 2 seasons on YouTube. Go watch it. It's called Grimoire.
I actually did see a little bit of it.
Oh no!
Okay. You just told us to go watch it, and then you said...
I was telling it to the viewers, but yeah, we tried to like rip off some like Buffy stuff. So we do channel some like Buffy and like Charmed vibes.
Like every show does.
Yeah. I'm in the same
boat. I know, Buffy is like the OG, like every other show.
Honestly, I'm in the same boat because I did something similar based on Doctor Who. Like I've done like a few elements based from Doctor Who. So yeah, I've done my own series. So
nice.
I remember Shannon, you pointed out the Vampire Diaries. I haven't seen it, but you said like they take some ideas from like Angel and Buffy. And people are telling me to watch it. I'm like, I don't know. You keep saying stuff. And I'm like, should I watch it?
Yes.
Yes.
It is a good show, but yeah, a lot of like you will notice a lot of similarities.
Oh my god,
I watched them at the same time.
They ripped a lot from Buffy, most definitely.
Angel and Stefan are literally like the same character. Like,
yeah, literally.
I think people have been recommending me that as well. So
it's a big project. There's 3 shows.
Oh, don't worry. I'm bracing myself with Supernatural after I'm done with Buffy. So
that took me 3 years.
I'm on season 3.
Finally up to date.
In for a long
I'm like so scared because like I've seen like the first 10 seasons of Supernatural, but I haven't seen the rest. And I'm so scared, like, you know, with it ending now that I'm going to get spoiled or something. And like every time I see one of Ali's videos coming up reacting to it, I'm like, oh my gosh, no, do not recommend. I do not want to see these thumbnails or anything.
It's ending tomorrow, so you don't have to worry too long.
Right, exactly.
You can't escape those. My friends on Facebook always post like posters and like spoilers of like Game of Thrones, Supernatural. I'm like, do I have to unfriend you? Please don't do this to me.
No, like some spoilers come from CW. I'm like, my guys, stop posting stuff. I want to be surprised.
Right, exactly.
I have like a short-term memory, like when it comes to like looking at things, which is why I struggle to read a lot of the time. So I have like a built-in spoiler like prevention in my head. So I see a picture and I can immediately look away and like forget it if I want to.
Yeah.
I squint to just blur things out.
Although sometimes things get through the cracks.
Yeah. Like didn't you recently get like spoiled on Supernatural?
Yeah, I got an email.
Maybe don't mention what it was.
No, no, I won't. But
yeah,
I got spoiled for most of the show, and now I'm like, should I watch it or should I just watch it in my spare time? So,
it's really
is it on purpose?
When you get spoiled by something, sometimes you think it's like really, really, really important, but it could just be something really small.
Like there were some of the big plot lines, and I don't want to say obviously, but you'll obviously know if you've watched it. So
that's so crazy.
I can't watch Lost because
oh my god,
I know how it ends, because every TV show ever has like commented on how it ends.
It's the same with me with The Walking Dead. Like I know quite a bit of stuff happens, so it's like
Don't tell me.
It's like some shows just get so much in like the what's it called, like the zeitgeist or whatever, that everybody just talks about it all the time, and it's like at this point it's like at this point I already know everything's gonna happen because people talk about it so much. It's unfortunate. But all right then.
That's why I feel blessed for like COVID. Like I'm like stuck indoors and just like not hanging out with friends who like to talk about this stuff.
True,
So
yeah.
it's just social media. But yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe, by the way. It's crazy.
Yes.
And I think this is like such a great idea because everyone's like still like staying home and stuff. So I think people will really enjoy this.
Yeah, for sure. Like I was looking at a lot of these different table reads and stuff. They've been making them for movies and TV shows. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if like the Buffy people got together and did a table read? Then I was like, well, wait a minute. Even if the Buffy cast doesn't get together and do a table read, I know a group of people who could get together and do a table read. So, hey.
It's really cool that you got us all together, to be honest.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really, really amazing.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Sure.
I don't know if it can actually be answered. A question for Domi. How do you watch the end of one show and not have ever seen the beginning show?
It's because I watched like the second half of Angel because that's where like I got into the Buffyverse. So I know the ending of Angel. I've seen season 4 and 5 and 3. Yeah, I saw the last 3 seasons, I think. Yeah. And then I have always wanted to start Buffy. I don't know.
How do you start halfway through and go, yep, I'm gonna keep going? Like
That's such an interesting way to watch a television show.
I'm 5 episodes in, I'm really into it. I'm just not gonna go back to the beginning to know how we got here. We're just gonna continue. How?
I mean, I'm planning on watching seasons 1 and 2 of Angel once I reach that part of Buffy, but I just started season 2. So whenever I get to the part where they're together, I'm waiting because I do want to watch season 1 and 2, but I'm waiting, containing myself.
Yeah.
It kind of, it is a crazy way to watch things. It kind of reminds me of this new series I've been doing on my channel where I watched like the first and last episode of some TV shows that I wasn't sure I was going to have time to watch the whole thing of. And people are some people, fans of the show are like so mad. Like, how could you dare do that? And I mean, I get it, but it's definitely a very weird way of seeing it, jumping from the first episode all the way to the very end. So I would imagine seeing the very last few seasons of Angel and then going to the show that it's spent off from and seeing that just must be like confusing.
I saw Buffy out of order completely.
Really?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was like, because I was like 10 years old and I wasn't even allowed to watch Buffy because, I saw the first episode I saw was like the season 2 finale. And I was like, okay, so that's Buffy.
Oh no!
That's a crazy first episode.
No!
And then I think the next episode was the Halloween episode of season 4, and I was like, okay, that's different. And
Spoilers.
Then
People might not know there's a Halloween episode in season 4.
No, not a spoiler. It's not a thing. But it's not a spoiler. But then I saw the season 5, like halfway through season 5, and that's when I like was officially hooked.
Oh dear.
Okay.
And then I saw it. I think I saw season 5 and 6, and before I started season 7, I started watching it from the very beginning. I was like, oh, so that's what they were talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, but I made sure to watch Angel. Obviously, I reacted to it, so I watched it in order and all that. So,
where's everyone up to currently?
I am just about to start season 6 of Buffy.
You haven't started it yet?
No, because I've got one more episode of Angel season 3 to do, and then I'll do the first episode of season 6.
Okay. And the
Me and Kylan are like on our channel. We're on like I think season 3 episode 4 is going to be the next one we release. We're a little bit ahead of that in real life, but yeah.
We're about to head in real life.
Oh, in
season
real life.
3 episode 4. We just watched episode 13 last night.
Yeah, episode 13.
I see,
The Zeppo.
Okay.
I think
watch the season 3 finale, like the 2-parter. So I'm very excited for that. But like on YouTube, I'm on like episode.
Oh well, then this will make more sense very, very soon.
Right.
You can reflect on this moment.
I think
just 3 of us already watched the whole show.
I think
Finished?
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Impressive.
Oh wait, Liam's not there yet.
Yeah,
No,
he's
He's close.
He's
so
just not there.
close. He's so close.
8 to go.
And he's taking his time.
He
I
wants to
am.
savor
I'm
the
savoring
journey.
it.
He is
Yeah.
savoring every single moment.
Do that.
Goddamn right.
Don't want it to go. So
where are you at now, Domi?
I just posted the season 1 finale like last week.
Cool.
But I'm already in 208, like in Patreon and all those things.
Cool.
Slowly getting there.
How far in?
I'm like season 2. Like I'm in the beginning of season 2 right now.
Ooh. Ooh.
Georgia, you're still in season 2, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
About halfway through season 2. I just watched episode 12 recently.
Oh my god, season 2 is a ride, isn't it?
it is. It is.
And what about you, Tammy?
I've just posted season 3, episode 10, I think. I'm not.
Oh.
Yeah, Tammy, you and
Did you
Ali are
post
always
that?
like so
Yeah,
coordinated
I'm
with
always
your
like an
posts.
episode ahead of you or something. I always see your thumbnails like in my recommended.
Psychic, you see.
So what I'm getting from here is that everyone's done with season 1.
Yes.
Yes.
I hope so. Did everyone watch the first episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
was
just
really
That
good.
was a big spoiler just now.
Praying, Liam Duke's favorite episode, the Praying Mantis lady.
Oh my god, I watched that. I watched that.
Yeah.
I even watched his rewatch of his drunk reaction, and oh my god.
Oh
That
my
was
god, yeah.
fault.
That was
my
Liam
fault.
Catterson's fault.
In one of my drug rewatches, I was like, okay, like Liam needs to rewatch Teacher's Pet, and people told him, oh, Liam said this, so I think I influenced him. So
I need to jump on the bandwagon. Yeah, I think I need to
I
copy
will
you then,
say, there's going to be another rewatch episode coming up for you, Liam. You're going to want to rewatch something very soon.
Oh heck.
ooh.
Just going to say.
Oh heck.
Oh yes.
I'm not getting the hints, but okay. Is it something that he hasn't seen yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much all great episodes up until the end. So,
Yeah.
how are you liking the vibe, like the progression of the show? By the way, do you feel like it gets better and better so far, or do you feel like it's just like ups and downs, like good episodes, bad episodes?
It definitely gets better. Like
season
'cause I
3 is
think-
the best.
Let's
so
be
far.
careful though for spoilers, because I know like a lot of people don't want to
No.
hear which seasons
Yeah,
are
I
like
was-
better than others.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah, some
say-
people don't like expectation
in my opinion.
spoilers.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna
just
say
in terms of writing and stuff, like, because a lot of people say, no, never mind, because like they have like not different showrunners and stuff, but you know, kind of like Supernatural, like everyone says, like each person has like their own like favorite like ups and downs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Definitely.
I will
The
say.
Ugh.
Go ahead.
No, it's fine. Go.
I was gonna say season 5 personally is my favorite.
Yeah,
So-
same. And season 3 actually.
Yeah, season.
I
3
love
is
season 3 so far.
amazing.
It's amazing.
I think that the great thing about Buffy is that everyone I has talked to has different favorite seasons, so it just shows you like how good the show is. Except everyone comes to a consensus that one is the worst. I have not met.
yeah, I was just
Yeah.
gonna say that everyone hates season 1.
It's a good
Right.
Actually, I think
I like season 1.
I don't like
do.
season 4.
Yeah. I feel like that is the good thing about Buffy though, because it's like, you know how with some shows, there's like pretty much a general consensus. These are the best seasons. And when you're watching, that makes you go into it with that mindset of, oh, now I know this season's supposed to be good or bad. But with Buffy, it's hard to really get like tainted in that way because you hear so many different things. You're like, it could really be anything. You never know what you're going to think of a season.
Yeah, I think when you're watching someone, when you're reacting to something, and like people sometimes like message you and be like,
Yeah.
oh, like this is, you're gonna like this and that.
Right.
So you're like, that's great. But then when everyone says the exact same thing, I'm like, I have high expectations.
Right.
And when I get to it, I'm like, it wasn't that great, and then people get upset.
Yeah.
It's like,
'Cause it's like-
oh, yeah.
For example, right? Let's just say that you don't like Angel and you they're like, you're gonna like episode 12 because Angel dies in episode 12 of season 1. Like no one says that, but you're gonna like you're gonna like that episode because you continuously hate on a character. So you might be like, oh, maybe that character dies or leaves or whatever. And then you get to it and it's like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah, people will say cryptic stuff, but it's really like a total spoiler.
Yeah.
Keep in mind what you said at 3:04. That's gonna come in handy.
Everyone will need like a lot of moderators.
Yeah, I've got
like you will need them.
How do you get those?
I basically put out like on Twitter, like, is there anyone who can moderate my channel, because I'm coming into territory where spoilers are apparently going to be hectic. Yeah, that's when
season 4 onwards, you will need them 100%.
I did have like some at the start, but they kind of dropped off. So I was like needing new moderators when season 4 came into hand, and yeah. Thankfully, I've got a couple like who do clear out the comment section if there's any shenanigans going on.
Yeah, for me,
when I was watching Angel,
I'll just read the ones that have like at least 5 or 6 likes that are like at the top. So those are the only ones I read. I don't read like new ones or anything.
I watched like a whole season of Angel in advance and like just kept like scheduling it. I was like, I'm not gonna tell anyone, but I mean, I had work to do anyway, so I was like, I'm just gonna watch the whole season. Just to stay safe, because sometimes like it's either in the comments that's a spoiler or yeah, for Once Upon a Time you need mods for sure.
Oh, it's
yeah,
for sure. So Shannon, are you not gonna watch The Walking Dead?
Absolutely not. I won't do zombies. Never.
You need to. You need to.
No.
I need to see your reactions.
You will.
I think we know what her reactions would be.
I have done
you will
one
love a certain
zombie
character.
I have done
love
one
a certain character.
show episode, and it was iZombie, and that scared the shit out of me.
iZombie's cool. I'm reacting to The Walking Dead right now. It's definitely a good show. I mean, if you can get past the zombies, I would definitely recommend it.
I like The Walking Dead.
I also know
they're so funny.
Spoiler about The Walking Dead as well, so I'm never going to do it. It's 7 times 1. I'm pretty sure I know exactly what happens because
know what you mean.
Don't say I don't.
Yeah.
No spoilers here. I'm just going to say that people at my theater company that I used to be at used to like they would like that day everyone came in and just nonstop talking about it.
Oh,
I think I might have an idea of what you're talking about though, because I've heard about that too. And when I started the show, I said I already know this, but like the cool thing for The Walking Dead for me is that they film at the same place where I live, like in Atlanta, especially in season 1. So every episode just seeing. One episode was filmed in my own church. That was crazy to see. Like I'm seeing my college and everything. Like just every episode, it was so familiar. That's one of my favorite parts of Walking Dead so far. Just seeing familiar places.
Aren't a lot of the CW shows filmed in Atlanta?
Well, Georgia has become a very common place now for filming in general due to like tax cuts and stuff. Although I don't know about CW shows specifically. I thought they were filmed in like Vancouver. Yeah, Vancouver.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's your Supernatural.
That one.
Yeah.
Supernatural is in Vancouver.
I think I know the Flash.
I'm Australian. I don't know the places.
Oh, you're
Yeah. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, this was fun. Anything else you wanted to talk about or to say, I guess, before we leave, since we're all congregated together?
Domi, have you got up to episode 3 of season 2?
Yes. Oh, that's
Spike! Spike!
Yes. I had no idea he was coming in this soon, so I thought he was like, I had no idea. So I was like, I know him. That can't be.
Is Georgia there? Is she far enough through?
Oh, yeah, I've met Spike a lot of times.
Okay, good.
My absolute
my soul just left my body.
He's legit my favorite character.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites.
Lover's Walk was one of the best episodes in season 3 so far.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But
We need to do this again sometime. Like once everyone finishes Buffy, y'all are gonna have a lot of thoughts.
Yeah.
Like we should do like a all Buffy reactors, like talking about it. Because right now everyone's just like, I better not spoil anything.
Right, it makes it so hard to say anything.
I know me and someone has just had a like lengthy talk regarding some things regarding season 5. So
that's the thing. Even though I've seen it all, I'd be wanting to watch stuff like that. Like I saw y'all's talk, but I was like, I don't want to watch it now that I'm rewatching because I'm trying to not remember too many things. But it's so frustrating because sometimes I still want to watch some of you guys' videos that I can't even watch yet because I'm not back there again.
I know all the episodes like almost by heart. So like sometimes I like repeat the lines as you guys are watching stuff, and I'm just enjoying like how you guys are reacting, whether you're crying or laughing. Keep it up. You guys are great.
So when is the best time to start the Angel show then? Because I know that season 4 of Buffy starts and then it's the Angel, right?
Yeah, there is a watch order which can be sent to you, numbered.
I would like that, yeah.
Because there are some episodes that cross over, so you would be a bit lost on certain episodes, like or you can catch certain things if you get my drift. So yeah, once season 4 starts, you would need like a watch order on when's the best time to watch this episode of Angel or this episode of Buffy. So yeah.
Make sure it's the right order.
Yeah,
I had a special one made because I didn't want to swap between shows so much, and the one that I did made a lot of sense regardless anyway, so that was
thing. That's me as well. Like the one that I'm currently on does make a lot of sense regarding certain
but you have to watch a certain 2 episodes in the correct order.
You can take the random order of just watching seasons 3, 4, and 5, and then you go back and start Buffy from the beginning.
I mean, I have to say, it's a very intriguing way. I gotta say, one of the reasons why I really enjoyed watching Shiny is because he had full Buffy knowledge, no Angel knowledge, and so that's a very interesting perspective.
You watched my videos?
Yes, I did. I watched every single one. He had a very interesting perspective, and so yeah, I'll probably be watching yours as well, Domi.
I still need to watch Shannon. I still haven't seen the last maybe 3 or 4 episodes of your Angel reactions. I just stopped as soon as I finished. I just needed to take a break. I didn't even do a review yet. People are like, "When are you doing a review?" I was like, "It's been 3 or 4 months."
I've been working on my Buffy review for 2 years.
I get comments asking where Shan's Buffy review is. I'm like, how am I supposed to know?
I love how it's such a community of Buffy watchers and commenters. They're that watch everybody, that are always so involved and just always. I mean, I just think that that's so cool. It's really a community, not just of reactors, but of viewers too, that are so really love the show and support us. That's so cool.
I just like to reach out to people and help them if they need help.
Mm-hmm. And when Tammy posts, on my Discord, everyone's like, "Tammy posted a reaction. Everyone go!"
Yes.
My Discord uses it anytime anyone posts anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I swear, Ali, I just want your editing skills, and that's it.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you.
It must be very time consuming.
Yeah.
It is.
I've pawned off all of my. I don't edit any of my videos anymore.
I edit way too much.
Yeah,
editing is it takes so much time. Otherwise, I would just watch and upload every single day. But editing, because I have to take a mental break for a few days when I'm editing.
Copyrights,
don't get me started.
It's so much worse now.
Yeah, it's gotten so bad recently.
When I did the show, Fox was going under, so every single episode would get blocked, and then I would dispute it, and it would get unblocked within an hour. And then I don't have to deal with it ever again. And so I just had a breeze ride, and then I'm clicking on your videos, and it's copyright has taken this down, and it's
I don't understand how it's gotten worse recently, because everything you just upload nowadays just gets blocked. I mean, there are some companies like Warner Brothers that are like, okay, we'll review it by the end of tonight. And yeah, but other companies like Disney, especially, for example, you have to wait a couple of days now, and then there you go. So
I was watching Dexter on my channel, and even when I would dispute it, they still come back like, nope, they have manually reviewed it, and they still deny. I'm just like, dang.
Supernatural and The Walking Dead, I have to upload each episode like 3 or 4 times, because like my episodes now, like each clip is about between 5 to 10 seconds, and most of it is blacked out, and they still block it. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah,
They're like,
my
oh,
last 5 seasons of Supernatural have just been
God.
no pip.
Every single episode, I have to wait 2 days for it to unblock. So.
Yep.
Do you guys file claims or?
Yeah, I dispute it.
I mean, they just it takes so long to get back.
I only really did it with Buffy because literally it would get unblocked within an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buffy.
And now videos can never get blocked again, so they're constantly up. So I feel really bad for all of you.
I thankfully have a copy and paste just for every time it's gonna get blocked, because it's like there you go.
Right.
A show that I know that is notorious for getting blocked, I think it's a Teen Wolf. Like it's impossible to react to that show.
Oh, I reacted
because it gets blocked,
to 2 episodes of it.
I'll give you a quick little hint.
They took my thing.
I'll give you a quick little hint.
Please.
I've gone through a lot of different edits when doing Supernatural and doing other shows. It is the picture that gets picked up. So, so that's why all of my Supernatural for the past 5 seasons has never got picked up, because I've had the picture completely covered and then a link in the description. If you can work a way around like covering the picture every like 11 seconds or something like that, maybe it might work. I don't really know.
Yeah. I've gotten to the point where I never let it go over like 7 seconds at once without taking the picture away.
If you have a song there that's copyrighted, even like 2 seconds, it still gets a copyright strike.
That happened to me with 201. I was trying to upload it and they were playing like a song in the bar. I just forgot the name of the place.
Same thing. I think I know which one you're talking about. Was it that Chibo Mato song? Because I got an episode blocked over that song in season 1.
So I got blocked twice. It was like, congratulations, Fox blocked you, and this like singer blocked you. And I'm like,
congratulations.
And it was funny too, because we had been complimenting the song. Like Colin was like, "Oh, this is a nice song. What song is that?" And I'm like, he's like, "Is this a real song?" I was like, "I don't know." Then I got copyrighted over. I'm like, "Yeah, clearly it is."
I got copyrighted in a Buffy video because like an indie song was playing in the bronze. I was like,
yeah, I think I had that happen to me once, but I think that was season 2. I'm not sure, but
yeah, I think it was season 2.
I think it was 2x01 for me. That's still got a bit of copyright on it, but like it's viewable.
Can I just say something just really quickly? Sorry, it's like my fanboy moment. I just want to thank After Show Reactions and Liam Duke, because you guys, you two and Torchwood Boy were like the first 3 people that I come across like a few years ago.
Yeah, same.
You guys kind of inspired me to like, you offered the reactions outlet for me. I can't speak for anyone else, but you guys are amazing. You guys are inspiring. I know you guys are just sitting and having fun and all that, but to me, it means a lot that you're doing what you do, and it helps me do what I do. And I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. So just want to say that. And you're all amazing, but yeah.
Oh my God, I'm gonna
shout out to Torchwood Boy, by the way. He was totally down to do this, but he just wasn't.
And he's doing Angel again.
Yeah,
he's done for like a year.
Because I know he was doing season 4. Because we talk to each other every day. So yeah.
Back.
That's gonna be fun.
Definitely. All right then. Every time we reach like an awkward lull, I'm like, okay. Now what to say.
I'm having fun.
I feel like I have so much like responsibility here. I'm like, I don't know how to. I don't know how. I already have social anxiety. I don't know how to moderate conversations. I'm just playing.
Me.
Well, I think if you're having fun,
yeah,
probably stay.
Exactly.
If you're not, you can leave at any moment, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Is this gonna be difficult for you to edit, like, because it's going on for so long?
So what I was thinking about doing, and I was hoping this would happen, like, was making like, the table read video, and then having like an extra special video, just like, chat or whatever, us talking. So like this being a separate video from the table read that people can watch if they're interested in seeing this too. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, upload everything.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take all the mess ups and just upload that actually.
Oh, don't. Please don't.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, Shannon wasn't there. I said I was gonna do like a little promotional poster for this. So obviously you're gonna be in the center as Buffy, like
Oh
the
dear.
table read. And
Do I have to
if
take
I
a picture of me in my outfit?
if you want, I can probably get like a screenshot or something. But if you guys just for extra promotion, but yeah, I just need to have your blessing.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Dude, there's some terrible pictures of me everywhere over the internet at this point.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like everybody's
How do I fill the silence? I'm going to dance.
Have you guys played the Buffy video game?
No,
I
want to.
Oh, not yet.
I want to play the Xbox one, but I've been having a bit of difficulties with that lately, so I'm trying my best. But yeah, I think I know. Like, there's another one, but I can't play that until I've later.
Chaos Blades.
Yeah.
That's the one that I did.
The original Xbox, you mean?
Yeah, because I know.
Yeah, I want to play that.
Oh, I can
good.
teach you guys. I can teach you guys how to set it up on your computer. I
Please.
played it on the computer.
On a computer?
I love
I
that.
thought we need an
Emulator.
Xbox.
Well,
So you can get a PS2 emulator on your computer, and just play the game on the computer.
I
And
need to
so
buy
I
new
streamed
video
mine.
games. Okay, yeah. The last time I had like a PS2 was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm wanting to watch your playthrough of it after show. I just haven't yet because I haven't gotten to that game. And Liam, Duke, I know you did
wouldn't.
one.
Yeah,
I would.
honestly, that.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the show, I just wouldn't. Especially since like there will probably be spoilers in the chat. There'll be probably be spoilers from me. Also, there are spoilers in the game.
Yeah.
Really? I thought it was like a separate like storyline.
It mentions something from season 7.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that, but yeah.
Well, that's also good to know because me and Kylan have been doing like live playthroughs of the first game, which doesn't have any spoilers past like the beginning of season 3 and whatnot.
Yeah, Chaos Blades definitely has spoilers in it.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, I'm doing that after I finish.
110%.
That's good to know for sure.
I won't be touching that for
I think Liam, you're actually safe to play it now. I think.
Ooh.
But
I'm going to do it when I finish the show. Yeah.
No, finish the show first. Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
If there was one thing I thought would be like spoiler free, would be a video game. Like if you hadn't told me that, I was just gonna spoil the entire show because I was gonna go play it.
It's really weird. It takes place in the middle of season 5, okay, but it mentions like something in season 7.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know if the show got the idea to do that thing after or before the video game.
It came out in 2003, right? Chaos Bleeds?
Yes.
Which was around when the show was ending last year.
Maybe.
So maybe since it was so fresh, they decided to throw something like that in. I don't know. Since that's what people were thinking about. The games hold up really well, though, from what I've played so far.
I really like it, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to play the Xbox One, which PS2 emulator.
I fell in love with the shovel.
Yeah.
That was the thing that and there's like a, what is it? A crossbow or something like that just has infinite ammo, and I loved that. I was happy with that.
Yeah.
Shannon, have you how do I say this without spoiling? Like, have you looked into the stuff that took place after the last episode that you saw?
Oh yeah, I've got it all. I've got it all in here.
Okay, I still haven't started.
It was sent to me. Yeah.
Are you enjoying it?
Immediately. some of it feels weird and some of it doesn't. And I literally at the end of Angel, I picked it up and read it immediately. Like I started a call with someone and I started reading it out loud. Yeah. So
I'll check that out. Yeah, I might do like a YouTube
I
video
also
for that.
have the motion comic too on DVD.
I got sent that.
Yeah.
I can't talk about that, but yeah, I haven't seen it yet. But is it good? Is it worth it?
The motion comic is like the first half of season 8.
Mhm.
That's it. It's different. It's definitely different.
So you guys have a lot of stuff to check out, I guess. You know, you're still.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be the plan.
It's a big franchise, so yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the rumors? Well, I don't know if they're even still. I know it might have been shut down now, but like the Buffy
reboot.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna react to it. Like hell, I'm doing Charmed.
You're reacting to Charmed. That's the one thing I refuse to watch on your channel. I'm like, no. I mean, I haven't seen the reboot, but I'm like, no, go away, no.
Look, I grew up on Charmed and I love it. Like I actually have a Book of Shadows right up there. It's so
jealous.
Cool.
I do plan to watch that next year as well.
Yeah, and
The
so I was like,
original?
well, I can't not.
Yeah.
The original has copyright issues as well, so be careful of that.
I've heard about that.
Niles Reacts did like some reactions and they deleted his channel, or they just deleted all his reactions.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Oof.
But Chosen Reactions
just finished the
is
show.
still doing it.
She's finished the show.
Chosen Reactions?
Patreon. Yeah.
Wow.
Chosen One reaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a lovely girl. I've had multiple conversations with her.
How does Charmed like stack up or compare against Buffy?
You want to take that first?
I grew up on Charmed. I have it was my favorite show. It was the best thing in the world to me. And then I found a couple years ago movie nights reviews of Charmed, and she reviewed every season of Charmed. And so basically it shattered my beliefs in Charmed. And I realize now the flaws in the show, but I still love it.
She's so funny.
It's a guilty pleasure.
She's so funny. I grew up with Charmed. It's I watched it before Buffy. I fell in love with it immediately. I'm obsessed with it. If you go to my channel before I started doing reactions, it's all about Charmed. I have a video that reached 1 million views because I did about a tribute to a certain character, one of my favorite characters. And I was one of the people that was like, no reboot for me, no. But if I want to compare it to Buffy, I would say Charmed is more of a comfort show. It's about, it's different. It's more comforting. Buffy is obviously a teen show. I would say, I don't want to say darker or lighter, but it has a different vibe. But I would say in terms of quality and writing, overall, Buffy's better.
Yes.
Charmed, because they had budget cuts and stuff, that's not a spoiler, but that kind of affects some of the arcs. But because I grew up with it, I don't care. I love it with all its flaws.
Yes.
Until movie nights came in and she was like, get real. This is what the show is about. And I still watch her. I love her.
Right.
So, yeah.
Here's
I wonder if
another
someone
question.
would do that to Buffy. If she would do something like that to Buffy. Break it down, all the flaws.
I don't want to watch it.
I mean, one thing about Buffy, I gotta say, compared to a lot of other shows, it seems, at least in the reaction community, Buffy community fans, Buffy fans, they aren't afraid to say, oh, this episode isn't that great, or here's the flaws with this episode and all that.
They fear nothing.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Oh.
So it's
They'll be
just like it gets a lot of praise, it gets scrutiny as well, it seems.
I don't know. I've been ripped apart for some of my opinions.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
I didn't like
Yeah.
one episode, and everyone was like, "Actually, this was like my favorite episode this season." I'm like,
Right.
Okay,
think-
sorry.
I think-
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that
I
could
think there was a
definitely
late
still happen
episode-
too.
I think there was a late episode in season 4 where I was like, interesting.
Yep,
Sarcastic
yep,
banter.
yep.
People are like,
Uh-huh.
I think, yeah, we all know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I had like people actually want me to rewatch
But
that. I think that was the
it
one I
has
said Link's
moments.
doing.
I love that you
Yeah.
can literally just say the season and we know what you're talking about.
I feel bad for everyone who doesn't know, though. Sorry.
One day.
You'll
Yeah.
enjoy it when you go to that.
Should
Show
I
is
be
going to
afraid to
break
watch
your
that
heart.
season?
No, actually, there's
There's
season
some
4.
really amazing episodes in season 4. There's
Okay.
just like
Yeah,
certain seasons there are a few, I guess, bad eggs. So yeah.
Experimental.
Fun intended.
they have some of
The
the
bad
best
eggs.
standalone episodes.
Yeah.
Actually, it has one of the best standalone.
Oh
episodes.
yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
Mhm.
Who out here has seen the movie?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
Mm.
I'm planning on watching that after I'm after I'm done with Buffy.
All right,
So-
cool.
I
have a-
plan to. Sorry.
Go.
No.
I'll speak after. Go, Shannon.
I've been on the bench of like not having the time to react to the movie for like since I finished the show. But I'm going to make a solid effort to react to it and post it on December 5th, which is the first time I reacted. Like that was the day I started my channel and uploaded episode 1, and that'd be.
Cool.
I thought it could be thematic.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's cute.
Aw.
I was gonna ask everybody, and this can be a hard question because I don't know if you guys are gonna have an answer, but I'm the kind of person that when I sit down, I like to binge the entire show in like one night. So how are you able to not like watch, like how do you contain yourselves, I guess is what I'm asking. Because
Yeah,
I'm
maybe-
I can't, it's torture for me. I like to,
Yeah.
especially with stuff like Supernatural or The Walking Dead. You expect me to watch like, I try and watch maybe like 2 or 3 episodes like every time per session, but I just want to sit and just watch the whole season. And
Yeah.
but then like it's gonna pile up and you're gonna start to edit stuff and it's
Right.
just
Yeah.
and it doesn't really feel great when you're that far ahead and everyone's
Exactly.
like, wow, okay, you finished the whole show, okay. So I don't know.
Yeah,
But
and you
it's
just don't
torture.
you don't like when you're editing, you don't remember as much what happened, and so you're worried about that. Or like, people in the comment section are saying stuff that now you don't even remember what you were saying back then as well. So yeah, it's like you don't want to go too fast because you're like, oh, then I'll be too far ahead of.
I'm the kind of person that just stays up all night and just
Yeah.
watch. Like I'll just stay up until I finish the whole season or the whole series. It's very unhealthy though. Don't do that. But
That's why I have my binge and react shows so that I can do that.
Well, it looks like Kylan has to go. So, Kylan, were you saying you had to go?
Yeah, I'll see you guys. It was nice to
Alright.
meet you guys.
Okay.
Very
It's
nice
very
to
lovely
meet
to meet you.
Thank you.
All right. See you later, Kylan. All right. So, what were we just saying? Oh yeah, the editing and being far ahead. One thing about editing the shows is just like how when you edit them, it's basically like you're seeing it again, sometimes
Yeah.
multiple times. So it's like sometimes by the time I edited the show, it's like I understand everything that I didn't understand when I was watching it. So then
And then
everybody becomes
people
so-
answer your questions anyways.
right. And you're like, oh my gosh, now I wish that now I have some other questions.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, that's
But
why I
you-
add in like near the end. If I like remember something, I'll just like record on my webcam. I'm like, I understand now, so don't need to correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And still people will
Right.
answer your question
Yeah,
anyways.
yeah.
Oh my god. Or I'll ask the question
Exactly.
at the beginning of my video, like while I'm watching, and then in my review, I'd be like, oh, that's why. But I'll still get like
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
answers to
I
that
just had
question at
that.
the beginning.
I just had that with a Mandalorian episode, and even though I said something, I just had a comment saying what I said. I'm like, I know, I just said it.
Yeah. What kills me is when it's like it's something that you're not even supposed to know yet at that point in the episode when you say
Yeah.
it. And then you find out when it does happen, you're like, oh, okay, cool. But then in the comments, people are just referring to when you didn't know it before. I'm like, you didn't even know it at that point yet when you watched the episode. That's what really
that happened a few times, especially for Supernatural. People like tell me, oh, you misunderstand something. I'm like, but it didn't happen yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't talk to me about it. Someone just commented, and like, shout out to everyone on Patreon. Love you guys. But like someone said, oh, you misunderstood something about this episode. And then I was like, but they didn't even, like, it's not even mentioned this season. Like, they just hinted something.
Right,
and a lot of times it happened before where people tell me that I'm wrong. And then a few episodes later, they reveal it. And I'm like, that's a spoiler. You shouldn't have said anything. Let me, keep me in the dark.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's
and
the
it's
fun
like,
of it.
it's like when you first start, like when you first started Buffy, and everyone's like, you don't like Cordelia. Like, why don't you like Cordelia?
Yeah.
I love Cordelia.
It's like
I was one of those people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think my angel
I
mouth
trashed.
really came in handy in this because I went from episode 1, I was like, I love you, I want to marry you, Cordelia. So I guess that's good.
I'm pretty sure Kylan was saying Cordelia was one of his his favorite character at the end of our first ever episode reaction. I was like, wow, you got on quick.
I wished it did at the end of the first one.
But she has the best.
Yeah,
she has the best quotes in the pilot. Come on.
I wasn't really a fan, so, but I can say
I called her a bitch.
So did I. My commentary was, Cordelia's a bitch, I hope she dies. That's all they said about her. Say one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was Shannon, you already finished Dollhouse, right?
Yeah, I finished
okay,
it at the same time as Angel season 5. I put them together.
Oh wow.
Okay, I literally just finished it yesterday, and similar to that, like the very beginning of the series, I didn't like a character, and people were very defensive, and now this character is my favorite. And it'll be a while before people watch it, but I'm like, if only you guys know now that this character is my favorite.
I know there's a character that's introduced like in the season that I'm in right now, and at the beginning I was like, okay, but everyone, as soon as I posted it, they're like, this is my favorite character ever. I'm like,
yeah, that's
okay. I'll see how that goes.
That happened to me on The Walking Dead. It's like people
I'm
love a
pretty
character.
sure that's my favorite character.
I mean, now I love them. I'm like, I love them, but at the beginning I was like, little curved. Let me like them.
Yeah.
Or when they introduce a character. Sorry.
So you can go ahead. I was just gonna ask, like, what's your favorite current show that you're reacting to? You can answer later. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, or when they introduce a character for like a scene and they don't even introduce their name or anything, and then people are like, oh, that's my favorite character.
I know.
I had that.
Okay, so they're coming back.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, right now I'm just reacting to Buffy and Supernatural, so that's all I do. So, don't really have a favorite. I'd like both of them.
I guess since I don't really count Buffy when I rank the episodes, since I've already seen it before, and it's mainly kind of reacting. So like in terms of shows I'm watching,
so you've seen the show?
Yeah, I've seen Buffy.
The whole lot?
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, me and Kylan's thing is I've seen it and he hasn't seen it before. He's like, but I am still trying.
Oh, so it's like a fan theory TV situation.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yep. So like, what was I saying? So I think right now my favorite show that I'm reacting to for the first time is actually Dexter. I really like that show, and I can't even post it on YouTube anymore, which kind of sucks. But that's
copyright.
Yeah, the copyright was just so crazy with that show, and it was honestly my lowest viewed show by a lot. So I was like, it's starting to get to the point where it's not feeling worth editing each one of these so much and getting. So I'm just doing it exclusively on Patreon now. But Dexter is actually probably my favorite show that I'm reacting to right now.
That's really sad because a lot of people do the same shows, and like when you come up with a show like Dexter that no one else is doing to do poorly, it's kind of sad to think about.
Yeah. When I did True Calling, and like not a lot of people were interested in True Calling, and then I did Veronica Mars, and it's it seems to be a popular show, but it's not getting like the same views, and there are times when I'm like, should I keep editing this? Because it would be easier to just put it on Patreon. But the people that are actually there and engaging, like they just make me just okay. You know what? I'm just gonna keep editing the whole show just for you.
They make it worth it.
Yeah, wonderful people.
They do.
Definitely.
I don't have a favorite show that I'm reacting to. I'm doing far too many. You expect me to list one?
I was expecting you to say Once Upon a Time. Or not.
Dude, I'm reacting to like over 20 shows right now. I don't have an answer.
God bless you.
Gee.
20 shows.
I can barely do 4.
Look, I've got a pilot. I've got a pilot tier where people select like an episode a month, and there's 15 people at that tier, and people just select the same episode, like the same show a lot of the time. So I'm like a season into Grimm. Like I've done all of the good plays.
I don't know how you guys can do so many shows because I'm just doing Buffy. I mean, I started my channel like a month ago, but I'm just doing Buffy and I'm already like so overwhelmed. So I can't even imagine editing like and doing.
Well,
so much.
to be fair, I don't edit my videos. I have 4 different editors, so that leaves a lot of time for me to do whatever I want.
Stunt. I'm just playing.
Your Angel editor was really funny. Like like your Angel editor. Like sometimes, you know, like there are like some notes on the side. I love it. I love it. Yeah, because sometimes like when I'm editing and I realize like, oh, I messed up, I missed something, I missed a name, I missed something, and I have to like explain it just so people don't yell at me in the comments.
Yeah, exactly.
So I got so used to like talking to myself while I'm editing. I'm like, no, wait, this is a mistake.
Yeah.
I have a thing in my videos where like if I'm really dumb in my video, I'll add an editing alley. I'll be like, I know. She was dumb. Past me was very dumb.
I noticed that.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same with the like in the pinned comments. If I have a moment, I'll just put it in the comments and be like,
I love the Angel Bell that you've got going. I love it.
Yeah.
It is like I'm like I think I watched like one of your videos before that moment, and I was like, why is there a random bell? And then
is this going on for too long? But recently in my recent video, it kind of like reached a conclusion. So
how is this gonna work when Angel comes? Like the TV show, you're just gonna have a constant.
Oh well, I reached a conclusion where like something happened with him, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put that joke to an end so I don't lose my mind later on.
Yeah.
Because I already kept forgetting like to add in the bell every once in a while. I'm like, it's too much now. So I kept it up for like 2 seasons. So
I missed the child.
Oh my god, the child. And then little Moldy. I know.
Yeah, that was so funny when you put up the child every time. Was anybody else about to answer that question about favorite shows?
Buffy, I guess currently, and I'm loving Once Upon a Time at the minute. I'm only like in season 1 so far, but I am just so loving the journey so far.
Buffy and Sex Education for me.
I love that show.
You're reacting to Sex Education?
I am.
I don't get notified for that. Okay.
YouTube. I'm only 3 episodes.
I just get I think the 100 still. And did you finish that?
Yeah, that's finished.
Yeah, that.
Okay. That and Once Upon a Time.
Yeah. Season 5 of Once Upon a Time at the minute.
I am going to be starting season 4 in about a week.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
So that's gonna be fun.
I wanted to also ask, like, are you guys watching any shows in your personal time right now that you're not reacting to?
Personal time?
What's that?
Who's she?
This right now, what I'm doing, this is all the free time I have. Otherwise, I'm just editing or watching something.
I usually just game in my free time because I've got a plethora of games that I need to complete, and it's like I've completed that, but apart from that, I've got like Death Stranding, I've got like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order,
Death Stranding, so weird.
Resident Evil 2. I've got a lot of games to complete, and I never do because I'm usually on F1 2020 doing my career mode. So it's like.
Speaking of games, Has anyone played The Last of Us?
I was just about to say that. I was
play that.
The Last of Us.
Yeah.
I'm loving George's Let's Play of The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, I just really
Playing.
like pretend that I'm Ellie, like, and just try and do
That's
what
fair.
Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, The Last of Us Part 2 has probably become like just one of my favorite games of all time. Like I've beaten that game already about 4 or 5 times now. I just love playing it.
I think Shan would really like it.
Yeah,
No.
you would.
No,
Yeah.
I would not.
Shannon, you have to. You have to.
No.
Play the
Please.
first one.
Has to be.
No.
I've been meaning to start that though, but again, I've just been too occupied with other games. Even Fall Guys, like that's been something that's been occupying my time, and I don't know why I keep going back to it when I keep getting frustrated.
I know. I have a very toxic relationship with Fall Guys.
Oh man.
Apparently, they're
It's like an
making
X you can't
the
kick.
TV series, so I'm really excited for that.
Oh.
You talking about The Last of Us one, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're making it.
Oh yeah.
yeah, on HBO.
I'm a bit
Yeah.
worried, but sure, I will watch it.
I thought you said Fall Guys TV series. I was like, how's
Oh,
that?
no.
gonna
That
work?
would be something.
You know what?
Give it
I
time.
wouldn't be
Give it time.
surprised.
No.
Honestly.
At least a
They're
movie.
making a Powerpuff Girls TV show on the CW. How the hell's that gonna
I
work?
don't know how that's gonna work.
Oh, yeah.
but, you
That's
know,
real?
Yeah,
that's
that's real.
real.
Oh no.
They're just making anything.
Honestly, it sounds like the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I feel like Ariana Grande is gonna be in it. With
I'll be right back.
He heard Ariana Grande. He was like, peace out.
Did you hate Ariana Grande, Anthony?
Never know.
Okay, he's gone.
He just doesn't come back.
His silence speaks volumes.
What do you have to say for yourself, Anthony?
Break up with your girlfriend and I'm bored.
Oh, and thank you so much, Liam. Vanessa Carlton has been stuck in my head for the last 2 days.
you know I'd walk
No.
1,000 miles. What a song.
That tweet. Oh my god. And I kept remembering the Shrek parody. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yes.
Oh, he was just in my head the whole day. My god. Yeah, I would prefer to see that over Ariana. Just like it's my generation. Ariana's a little younger. I think I'm the oldest one here, actually.
Are you?
I think so.
I'm 25 in like 3 days.
Same.
I'm 20. I'm
Ooh.
26.
Happy
22.
birthday.
22 as well.
I'm
24.
47. I'm just playing. I'm 22.
Oh God.
How old are you, Shiny?
Oh.
I'm 19. No, I'm 28. I'm 28.
Oh, the oldest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was still young when Buffy was airing. Like I was too young. I was like 10 years old, like 11ish. When
I saw
like
in the
last
script,
2 seasons came
I was
out.
born like 9 days after Welcome to the Hellmouth aired, apparently.
Mhm.
Oh.
There you
I
go.
was born right before the Halloween episode. That was like a random fact that I noticed. I was like, oh, I was born here. Just thought that was, in season 2, that is. Not the 4th season, apparently.
I still just can't I can't believe that you started in the middle of Angel.
Listen, I just really wanted to. I really wanted to meet this one character because I really like the person.
Yeah, no, I get yeah. I know exactly the character you're talking about.
Anyways, and so I was like, let me just watch this real quick. And then I'm like,
And I think Liam Catterson has just fallen in love with said character.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Well,
My heart. That's all I'm gonna say. My heart. Adorable.
I'm not gonna say a single word about them right now.
No. But yeah.
I wish I could remember, but I can't even remember. So, I'm trying not to remember things, I guess. But yeah,
Are we still talking about Buffy? I was like, no. I think they switched.
Angel, right?
Angel, yeah.
Which-
Angel.
What's the name that you just mentioned?
We didn't mention.
Didn't mention the name.
Oh,
Yeah.
She started in season. She started the show in season 3 because of a certain character. There's your.
Okay, I know who y'all are talking about.
God, it must be just killing everyone else.
Yes.
At some parts of the conversation, though, I'm also the one not understanding everything, so it feels nice to know what we're talking about for once.
Right.
It's like I want to talk about a certain storyline in season 3 that I'm pretty sure that has made a lot of us annoyed about certain 2 characters.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
Don't get me started.
Oh, I love it.
We already know.
I love it.
I'm scared.
I'm not annoyed at it at all.
I think I know who you're talking about. And yes, I was like wanting
certain
to walk out.
2 characters.
I'm not annoyed at all. I love it.
That one and that one.
Oh.
And I was not on board. That's for sure.
No, same. I kept screaming, no.
We're making stuff up. Don't worry. We're just making it up.
Yeah.
The best way to
We're
like
just teasing you.
What we got to do is just start saying a bunch of fake stuff too, and then just mix it with the real stuff so nobody knows what's.
The fandom should really have codes, like code words.
Yeah.
Like, have that.
Can't believe the she-mantis become the next Slayer. Like that was
right.
mad.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's a spin-off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please make it happen, Joss.
Yeah.
The remake. It's the remake.
That's what the reboot is.
That's what the do you guys like, are you familiar with like movies and stuff that like the cast or like, you know, writers and Joss stuff have done outside of Buffy?
I've seen Michelle Gellar stuff, but that's really it. Oh, and I watched How I Met Your Mother, so that's like the only thing I knew.
Yeah.
I just started that
from. So seeing it so young, oh my god, it's so.
People got so angry at me for being like, "Oh, that's Lily from How I Met Your Mother." When I started Buffy, they're like, "How dare you?"
Really?
She was.
I'm like,
she was technically Lily for longer.
Yeah, she was Lily for longer.
I know.
What's that one? Dr. Horrible?
Ah, yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah. That was like a little. I think there are some films people have been suggesting, like Joss Whedon film. I mean, not like Avengers and stuff like that, but
yeah, Cabin in the Woods. I've just recently
Cabin in the Woods. Yeah.
I've already gotten like everyone. You have to react to all the TV shows that Joss has done, like all of them. So
that was Agents of Shield.
Is he part of Agents of Shield? People keep telling me he's not, and I keep on.
Yeah, he wrote it down to the pilot.
Yeah, he did. He kind of start things off, and his brother took the wings from there. So yeah, but they're equally as, I guess, good, because Agents of Shield is like my second favorite show of all time, and I just
I love it.
Love the show. So I miss it as well, but I love it.
the first one.
Doctor Who.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you mentioned Doctor Who. Should've known.
It's always gonna be in my heart forever. So.
But if you don't do an April Fool's joke about Doctor Who.
I was
the
just going to mention
that. Get really mad.
Yeah, I just stay away from the internet because I just see a load of article stuff and
Anyway.
But yeah, Agents of Shield is my second favorite, and it has my favorite ship of all time in. Liam knows what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I finished the show too.
Were you about to say something, Georgia?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, when you guys were talking about something that happens in season 3, like with 2 people, I've been sort of spoiled about something like that. But
you did not. Oh my god.
Oh no.
No.
But right now, where I am in season 2, I'm like, how did these 2 people? Like, I'm literally like, how? Like, I can't imagine it. But
Ask
if
Joss.
that's what you guys are talking about, I'm like, how?
Honestly, I'm still perplexed to this day.
Oh no! I think you're talking about something else.
Okay, well, I don't know.
I think, I'd probably not mention the 2 that you're thinking of, because I think that it may be the same thing that Liam was spoiled about.
Okay. I mean, I think it's like an iconic thing, so it's like lots of people have been spoiled about
Probably.
it. But yeah, I'm just like, where I am, I'm like, how? Like, what?
Yeah, I think, probably don't mention the names.
No.
That's what.
Are you, Georgia?
Sorry.
What episode are you right now?
I just watched episode 12 of season 2. It was called Bad Eggs.
You're a little bit ahead of me then.
The best episode ever.
Really?
I always say that and I can't decide.
Second best episode.
Yes. Let's have to remember that season 4 episode.
419. Favorite episode.
Oh man.
Favorite scene. Oh my god.
Yeah, going into Buffy, like I guess because I don't know my generation. Well, I mean, we're all the same generation, but like I just didn't hear anything about this show at all when I watched the show originally. Like nothing. Like I wasn't spoiled, luckily. Even I know I wasn't reacting when I originally watched it, so that helps. But like just in terms of pop culture, just hearing things, I had not heard anything about the show.
Same.
That's so cool. Because in my country, like no one watches the show. Like maybe people that I've never met, but it's like a small country. But still, like I was the only one in my school that watched, for one thing, an American show, let alone Buffy.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't talk to anyone about it. And whenever I want to talk to like my cousins about it, I had like cousins who were older, and they came across Angel. They watched Angel. So I would just want to talk to them about Buffy.
What was everyone's catalyst for starting the show?
Supernatural ending. I
was like, so like, did
else.
someone like tell you do Buffy or
yeah,
heard about it?
Heard like,
sure.
oh, the female version of Supernatural is Buffy.
You finished Supernatural?
I made that comparison, but like they're kind of similar, but Buffy's a lot better in many cases. But yeah, so I was like, I
don't disagree.
It's funny because Supernatural, I think it wasn't the first show I watched after Buffy, but the first show was Veronica Mars. Then I watched Supernatural. In my real life, like I didn't react to any of this.
Yeah, like my first reaction is like the title is like I watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer to fill the void. Supernatural left, and a bunch of comments were like, "Oh, I did the opposite because I watched Supernatural after."
Weren't there a lot of people mad in your comment section about that?
Like,
well, how could you fill the void when Buffy came first? Like they didn't.
I know. I'm like, you guys. I was born during season 2. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, I had to watch Supernatural to fill the void after reacting to Angel, because that was like the end of the franchise.
That's my
one. Yeah.
Supernatural.
But I was such a skeptic with Supernatural because I was channeling all my frustration on Supernatural. Like, you're not as good as Buffy and Angel. You'll never be as good.
Honestly, I do worry about.
People were just like, calm down. You're gonna love it.
I do worry about that because Buffy is absolutely amazing, and I don't think there's going to be a show that I'm going to watch for a long time that's going to match to the quality that Buffy gave off overall. So
from Supernatural, I'm like, it's only uphill from here, especially season 15. I'm like, it's only uphill. I can only watch a better show.
I'm on season 3 now, and I'm personally loving it. Like, this is like officially my favorite season so far, and I'm like, this was made for me.
I really like
the first 2 were great.
I hate how season 3. Has anyone told you like it was kind of cut off short because of the
writer's strike? Yeah.
Does
that show?
Would have done if they had those extra episodes. Because it was like like 15 episodes. Normally there's like 20, 22. So they had
they said 16 or 15.
Yeah?
16.
Yeah.
But did they like cut it? Like, did they not conclude it? Did they just like stop making it?
They're just gonna have to find out by watching.
Supposed to happen before the finale, and they were like, okay, let's just cut it. So, yeah.
Okay, I thought it was just gonna be kind of like The Walking Dead, how it's like 16 episodes and it's like
it is kind of shorter, but it was kind of rushed near the end, kind of ish. But you don't really notice unless you like look back.
I mean, it's 15 seasons. If they rush a little, I don't mind. It's going to take forever to go through it anyway.
I know.
When you watched Supernatural initially, Ali, like before you were reacting to it, like were you watching as it was coming on, or like?
I binge watched the first 9 seasons, and I started watching live midway through season 9, and then I started making videos on it season 11. So there's a couple years where I was just watching it by myself. But yeah,
like I said, I'm up to season 10 on Supernatural, but I'm honestly watching it at such a slow pace now. Like I might watch a Supernatural episode every month or so because it's so long. It's like, I'm like, dang, I still have a whole nother show's worth of seasons left of this show.
Especially like the Monster of the Weeks. They're like, they take so long and there's never anything in it. I'm like, like it kind of like the faith of Monster of the Week episodes because like there's actually good stuff in most of them.
Yeah.
Supernatural, I'm like, so nothing's gonna happen this episode. That's
usually it's like character development. Yes. Oh my god, because like usually when people tell me, oh, I mean this is a filler, but like there's some character development and there are some moments and good lines and stuff like that, and I appreciate that. But usually if it's like a bad episode, like a certain episode on season 1, where it was like everyone says like it's officially the worst episode, I was like, But if nothing's the thing is like Supernatural is really easy to edit because you kind of know when you're going through it. Like, this scene is important. This and this and that.
I know this
unlike
that's
stuff,
interesting.
Other stuff.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Such a clear formula for them.
Yeah, exactly.
They still continue on.
Exactly.
I got so much.
No, I know what you mean. Like that's what I was thinking. It got to the point where I can predict every single thing that's going to happen just because they clearly follow the same chart that they just tell the writer plug and play.
Yeah, I could read season 15. I'm like, really? After 15 years, we're really doing this? Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go through it one last time. Let's do it.
I can't tell.
But not saying that to discourage you, Shiny. It's still an amazing show, especially like
Oh yeah,
certain.
No, I mean it's a good thing you're saying this while I'm watching season 3 because I'm in love with it. Yeah. So nothing you can say.
I would say watch season 1 through 5 if you want a cohesive story. Yeah. Only continue if you like the characters. The only reason I'm still watching is because I like the characters. Because especially after season 5, the story is
because that was the original story, right?
Season 6, though, I think.
Season 6 has some of my favorite episodes of the whole show, but
just the overall. I'm like,
yeah, I know what you mean. Season 1 through 5 was like what they originally planned, right?
Yeah, and then the showrunner left, so it was a new showrunner after that. So it does feel like a different show, but it's like the same characters. So it's,
Mm-hmm. I assume everyone else who's not talking has not seen the show, right?
Yeah.
I can't tell
I've seen bits and pieces.
I plan.
I can't tell if this makes me want to watch it or not. I'm still trying to decide.
I definitely recommend the first 5 seasons.
It'll take you like 20 years to get through.
It's fun. Like I only I've been here for so long. So
I was super picky with it. Like I was comparing it to other shows at the beginning. Everyone was telling me to calm down. The thing is, once you get to a certain point where you start getting to like the fan favorite episodes, you're like, this is interesting. It becomes more like a comfort show. At least for me personally.
It takes a while for any show.
You get to a point where you just love it. Like when I got to the end of season 2, I was like, you know what? Like these a few episodes I've come across, I started crying. The show started making me cry, and I'm a crier like when reacting anyway. So it was really affecting me. It was really emotive. Yeah. So if it's emotive, then I might as well watch it.
The last episode I reacted to, I was crying at the end. I was like, "Ooh, okay."
I saw that.
Did it end though? Did they air the final episode already?
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, good luck with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
I'm trying so hard not to see anything that happens anywhere because I don't want to be spoiled.
I know. I mean, I try to keep my thumbnails.
Oh yeah. You're good. Yeah, your thumbnails.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm not too.
It's really hard, because sometimes nothing happens in the episode that would be like, oh yeah, that's the episode when you're clicking the thumbnail.
Yeah.
But then there's the one thing that happens, and it's like, well, I kind of have to use that. As the thumbnail.
Yeah, of course. Like I don't blame anybody if their thumbnail is kind of spoilery. I just try not to look at those, reaction thumbnails for episodes I haven't seen yet.
I purposely made sure my Angel season 5 thumbnails do not contain certain spoilers for Liam, just in case, and everyone else. But for Supernatural, I just have fun with it. Sometimes if it's like you said, Shan, it's not that interesting visually. I just do like the demon makeup on me, like black eyes or something like in the thumbnail, because there's nothing interesting in the actual thumbnail. So I have to do something with my face.
Have any of you?
Yeah. Okay.
I know Shiny because you're reacting to it, but have any of you seen Veronica Mars?
No.
Yeah, I watched the whole show, and then when season 4 came out, I reacted to it that day.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Duke, you're gonna have some cinnamon rolls there. Watch it.
Oh.
Yeah.
After Buffy.
I get a lot
After
of
Buffy
requests
and
for it.
Yeah. Like I said, that was the first show I watched after Buffy, and I really was not expecting anything like to be able to follow that up for me. But Veronica Mars did a pretty good job. I was like, okay, I'm liking this. So that's also one of my favorite shows.
I believe Joss Whedon like gave his seal of approval. It said like he really enjoyed the show.
Yeah. He and Rob Thomas are pretty
like
close, right? Or something. Yeah.
It has the Whedon stamp of approval for sure. But the thing is, it's actually one of the hardest shows to edit because a lot of talking, a lot of explaining, unlike like The Walking Dead or Supernatural, where like a lot of things are like more visual. So you have to pay close attention. Like I'm very talkative when I'm reacting.
Yeah.
And for that show, I'm like, okay, pay attention. Because there is a lot of stuff going on. It's very like compressed. All the information is compressed in there, but it's really interesting.
I have to go because I've got to go and eat and stuff. So, but I just want to say thanks so much for having me. And it's so weird, like I keep forgetting I'm not on a YouTube, like I'm not watching a YouTube video right now, like watching all you guys. I'm like, wait, I'm here. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thank
Very
you for
nice
coming
meeting
by.
you.
I know.
It was very
nice to meet
lovely
you.
to meet
It was
you.
great to
And
have
if you ever have any issues, don't be afraid to message.
okay.
I'm happy to help.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
No, I completely forgot. I think I messaged you on Twitter, Shannon,
Yeah.
about like Patreon. I was like so stressed out. I was like, I'm gonna do this. I was so surprised you actually responded to me. I was like,
Oh, I
okay.
love helping people. I'm just addicted to it. I don't know.
You commented on I think my early Angel reactions. I was like, oh my god, she commented it. I was like so happy. It's like I had your blessing, and it's like okay, you know what? I'll just keep doing it. But yeah, you were so
just a
helpful because I was
person. I
talking
don't
about copyrights.
I was kind of like
person.
I was kind of like that when we reacted to a tribute video in the Buffy in the Buffyverse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say for spoiler's sake, but
I really hope everyone needs to react to that when they get to it. It's
good.
required.
Yeah.
I think it's somewhere in season 4.
I'm
as
pretty
well.
sure my
Somewhere.
editor contacts people now to react to it.
There will be.
I
there will
saw
be
that, and I
people.
was waiting for Liam to get to that.
Oh,
It was. Oh my
gold.
God.
Dude, even Passion of the Nerd has seen it.
No, you guys. Yeah, once you get to it, you'll know.
You will.
You'll know.
You
We'll
might
let
have-
you know.
You
Yeah,
might. have
you'll get a
people-
message. For sure.
Like an official certified
I
message.
already got a message from the person that made like the Slay Alive guide. They're like, hey, so I heard you're on season 3 of Buffy. So here it
Yeah.
is.
People will tell you things very in advance.
Oh, yeah.
Like very in advance. I remember, and you're gonna get this comment anyways, okay?
Mhm.
So I don't feel like it's a spoiler because you're gonna get it no matter what. I
It's
remember that I was in like season 3 of Buffy, and people were like, don't watch the starting credits of Angel season 5.
Yeah. Yes.
I've been
They're
getting
like,
those.
don't
Got it.
watch it. Don't.
I don't think I have.
Oh,
I
damn.
watched it like this.
Don't even know who's on the show yet, but sure.
No.
Mhm. Well, luckily for Domi, she already knows.
I'm trying to think though. I actually don't. Why? Oh,
Yeah.
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 I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might not actually make a whole lot of sense to you, to be honest.
I can only think of
there's a
one
chance.
Just be careful.
There's a chance it doesn't make that much sense to you due to your full understanding and knowledge of the show.
which is none.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like walking on minefields right now, like trying to make sure we're not saying anything that somebody doesn't know, especially considering now we have people like Domi here who've just seen weird segment or portions of things like the end of Angel and nothing else.
When I told people that I saw their comments warning me not to see that, and everyone was like, "Oh, you've seen Buffy like years ago, and you didn't know about these spoilers that happened. Like you managed to avoid all these spoilers." I was like, I mean, it's a different show, and why not? But I think it's good that people send you like these in advance, but not too early because you don't know who's on the show, what's gonna happen, who's gonna. But I mean, it worked for me. It worked for me because like I already knew like how things were like on like Buffy, for example. So when people were talking to me on like about Angel, how I was watching it, it was a good time. They didn't send it to me like when I started, as soon as I started Angel though. Like it was. Technically, I think they were waiting for me to get to season 4, but because I uploaded season 4, I watched it in advance and I uploaded like every single day, and they were like, "Oh, by the way, like just if I don't know if you started season 5 yet, just don't watch that."
Oops.
You must have gotten the really patient Buffy fans.
I try to make a Discord just so they could all go somewhere else. They have like their own little tab for just spoilers, so they can talk about it all.
Yeah, I've got a Discord set up with everything that. Yeah.
Can I ask you guys, just everyone? Like, I know some people have Discord. I have no idea what that thing is. I'm assuming it's just like a chat room.
It's really
think of it like a forum.
Yeah.
It's like a little chat
for your channel, like. So people would talk to you directly. Okay.
Yeah. Like
you can like select roles.
Yeah. I'm sorry. But
I just have Twitter.
Tabs like
and
general.
Instagram.
You want to talk about something, just life. And then I have like Buffy, no spoilers. So it's like anything up to what I've watched. And then there's a Buffy spoilers, so all my patrons can talk about anything they want. So I have like, and I also have like a supernatural one, and I have like an angel one that's gonna be there. So there's like little sections where you can do it.
I'd probably just combine the Buffy and Angel one, by the way, just because eventually you'll be doing other shows and it'll just get very long.
Well, a couple of my patrons have said that they haven't seen Angel and like they don't want to talk about it. So I'm like, okay, I'll just make another.
Well, they can make spoiler tags now as well.
Yeah.
On Discord, you can make spoiler tags, so you can literally cover what you're writing.
That's true, yeah.
I also have a channel on my Discord where I update it whenever I finish an episode of shows, and like it's my continuity, and it's like if I watch an episode of Arrow, I'll update the episode after I finished it so people know what to talk about, when to talk about it.
Okay. Yeah, I could implement that idea. Yeah.
But yeah, setting up a Discord is not super difficult. Like if you want to add like bots and stuff, you can literally like look up little things and like it's pretty easy to add.
Yeah.
But also I just asked like right when I started my Patreon, I'm like, does anyone want to be a mod? And I got like 20 people to I was like, okay, yeah, hey guys, let's do it.
Yeah. That's the one good thing. Well, not the one good thing, but one of the good things about me and Kylan said that we don't need mods because I can kind of just moderate everything and I just tell him stuff, that he can know or that he can see from the comments. But yeah, so luckily that's something we never had to worry about.
I'm just fending for myself at the moment, so it's. And I have some people, oh my God, on the Walking Dead reactions, some people name their profiles with a character name.
Yeah.
And they comment and say,
I can't wait
for you to meet me.
Yeah. Yeah, I try and avoid reading names and like looking at the profile pictures and stuff because like.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
No, some people are doing it on purpose and it's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
That's not nice. That's not nice.
I had someone when I was in, I don't know, it was probably season 3 of Supernatural or something like that, and they literally spoiled the entire show. But I didn't, like, they literally, like, they went through and spoiled every little, like, part of the show, like, the big moments and everything. I didn't read it. I read, like, maybe the first line, which is something I already knew at that point, and I was like, nope.
Yeah.
So, like, why? Why would people
Someone did
do
that for Angel for me. As soon as I finished Angel, they talked about what happened after, and they were so frustrated with. They didn't like how Angel ended, and so they were talking about things that happened outside the show that I wasn't supposed to know. And it was just one long comment, and I just read like 2 sentences, and I was like, I can't do that. And it's kind of discouraging because I love reading the comments. I love responding to comments.
That's it.
But people like that, they just make me like crawl back in my shell, and like I can't talk to people. So
I just can't reply sometimes. Like honestly, I probably reply to maybe 2% of comments at this point because of how many are like just filled with spoilers and stuff. Like when people remove your comments, it goes into like a under review or something like that folder or whatever. And like within having like starting my mods, I had like over 1,000 in there within like maybe 2 months.
Whew.
Yeah.
Damn.
So like, yeah, it's pretty.
I think sometimes it gets spammed automatically. I don't have any mods, but I sometimes have comments in that section. I'm like, who put those there?
It seems like YouTube
glitched one, and it says like there's 8 in there or something, and I'm like, I click it and nothing's there.
I get that.
Yeah.
It seems like YouTube has like a hidden karma system, like Reddit too, doesn't it? Like some people
I think if you say something inappropriate, it automatically gets marked as spam or something like that.
Yeah.
And it can like track you.
Get through anyways. Like the
those.
1-800 sex line.
Exactly.
Any comment with the word first gets automatically held for a review because you get those people being like first, and it's just so annoying.
Yeah.
It's that, and that's like 10 years ago. That's when I was a teenager.
Whenever
guys.
Really, and whenever somebody does it on one of my videos, especially, I'm like, why? I'm like, it's not even like I have like 1 million subscribers or something that people are jumping here to comment on this. Like somebody be like first, and then right. Like
some people must be drawn to. Like I have videos that are more than like 10 years old, and even nowadays, someone would be like drunk or something, they just comment first. Like I have like 500 comments already, like for like 10 years. What is wrong with you? I don't know what, but yeah, it's fun sometimes. But when you're reacting and you don't want to get spoiled, obviously, or just get annoyed. For me, I just tend to like sometimes avoid the comments. Or if I'm so far ahead, I'll read it and everyone's like posting the trivia stuff, and I'm like, I already know, but thanks.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm like 20 episodes ahead of you.
Yeah,
that's it. Like when people are posting like that kind of information, like people on Patreon might say something, and it's like, yeah, I've got that. So, yeah.
There's something like, at the end of season 2 of Angel, right? And I swear to God, I have like probably in that episode, the probably about 80% of the comments is just a fact about that episode, and it's the exact same fact. The exact same fact.
Do people not read the comments? Like,
well, this is it. Like, people do not.
Like, I'm not even kidding. They could literally scroll down and see like 7 other people have said it, and still say it.
Look, but hey, that can still help engagement and stuff, maybe. So I'm like, you
also to some of you who are like. No, I was just gonna say, like, everyone like who's like a few seasons ahead, like you guys get the same like teasing comments as well for Buffy.
Yeah.
And people now are getting annoyed with it, like they're commenting, like saying like stop teasing people with certain things, and because it's kind of
it infuriates me when I watch like one of your videos, like the people that are really like early in the show, and then I see a comment like that is literally a blatant spoiler, and I'm like, I literally want to comment and yell at them. Yeah, I literally want to comment and yell at them, and I'm like, no, this is not your channel, Shannon, stop.
There have been so many times where I've had to write out a whole comment and then just like copy paste it, put it in my notes, and then just delete it from YouTube. I'm like, I'm not gonna actually send this, but I had to write it out because I am so frustrated right now.
It's also really annoying, say, like when people do watch your like review, for example, and they say there is some stuff you got right, there's some stuff you got wrong, and I'm like, cool, I'll explore that when I get there.
Yeah. You know what, I don't know if you got this any, because Liam Catterson, you're reacting to Lucifer too, right?
Yep.
Anybody else here see Lucifer, by the way?
I watched it on my spare time.
I love Lucifer.
Well,
I watched it when I was sick.
Yeah, Lucifer. Yeah, I really like that show too. I've been reacting to it. I just know one thing that kept on happening at the beginning was like, I was just saying how when it started out, it felt like to me, they weren't doing the best job at like, I guess, what was it, like connecting or balancing how they were doing the cases of the week with using them as the vehicle as for the character growth. I understood that's what they were doing. I was just like, I feel like they could do this better. And I feel like they did start doing it better. But in the comment section, everybody kept on being like, this is not a police procedural show. You just don't understand it if you think that that's the case. I'm like, no. I'm like,
it is a police procedural.
I'm like, please. I'm like, I understand what it's doing. Could I just comment on how I think of how they're doing it? But I love the show though, and I really appreciate everybody that watches it. That was just something that was happening at first, and I was like, oh my gosh. And that was the first show I ever reacted to too, so I was totally new to those type of comments and stuff, and I was just like, this is so frustrating. Yeah.
It's reassuring to know that it's not just happening to me. Because like I said, it just started off, and you know, people just sometimes comment like the same thing, like something I said in the finale where people were really pissed off, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't even know if I still think that, like, because at this point also you change opinions. I think people also don't know that when you're watching, sometimes just when you're rewatching, you're like, that's stupid, like I shouldn't have said that, or like I don't even think that. But you know, like now it's already out there. I already said that, so
it's the first reaction.
But also, like some people
watching. Sorry. I keep interrupting people. You go.
No, I was gonna say sometimes people, because they've seen and rewatched a show, they assume you're gonna have the same opinion that they currently have, even though they've already read the trivia, they've seen like the Comic-Con panels, they know all the answers. And when I ask a question and they're like, that's such a stupid question, or like, that's, you know, like, why do you not like this person, or why did, like, it's my like first like impression. Enjoy that I'm confused. Enjoy that I'm wrong, because when I get proven wrong, it's going to generate a reaction. I'm going to be like, damn it, I'm embarrassed. So it does happen sometimes. With Firefly, when I finished Firefly, and I'll admit it was a mess, but when I saw the movie, and I was like, there are a few things that I just didn't really click for me. I wanted to see something different, and people were just like, oh, you didn't even see the movie, did you? Like, how could you even say? I'm like, it's my opinion. And they just made it sound like I didn't even pay attention. And I watched that movie twice. So I was like,
you reacted wrong.
You have to like it.
I love how this has just turned into a reactor therapy session. We're like, oh my gosh.
But shout out to all like the great people in the comments, like you're like people with like analogies and stuff like that. I love that.
We sound so bad right now.
Right.
Anthony, I just wanted to make sure. I've been obsessive. Sorry, I'm a little obsessive. Did you press record before we started?
Of course,
This being recorded? Okay.
Oh no!
That would have been. Oh no! I didn't.
You forgot to press record.
I knew there was something I was supposed to do.
Do you all see where it says like recording in your top thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm recording, and like I had Kylan recording a copy too of the I think he was recording the gallery view. Then I had another computer recording the presentation view, and my computer I got cloud recording, so it records both of them.
OCD about it.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like I was like so many
this
different
needs to go right.
layers of how. Yes, so this should not be able to possibly go wrong.
I don't blame you, because I'm pretty.
Can you imagine?
Right. If this whole thing hadn't recorded, oh my god.
To be continued.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't press record.
Did I not record?
Right.
I always obsess, and I won't lie, like I always obsess when I'm reacting. I'm like, please tell me I'm recording. Please tell me I'm recording. Because there are a lot of times when I do like an intro and then I see, I'm like, wait, that wasn't either it wasn't recording or it wasn't, like there was something wrong and I have to start all over again. But usually it's at the very beginning, because I always look, there's like that little sign with like a red dot that lets me know that it's recording. And I usually look at that like right before I say, let's go, like let's start the reaction. But I always worry that either, and sometimes it happens, I record the whole reaction, then like the sound doesn't record like of the episode. So I have to get the sound and like sync that, or like there's a glitch and it starts like, I don't know, it gets like really choppy. And I feel bad for everyone watching the videos. I'm like, I'm sorry, that's not how I meant to do it, but it's just, at least you can hear me.
My Angel finale, I just changed computers and everything is like a couple of seconds out of sync. So like I'm reacting to things before they're happening and I'm like, oh God, it's so bad. That looks really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask, Duke, sorry, because I think you sync your episode footage with your reactions, right? Because sometimes it just disappears off screen.
Yeah, I have 2 separate files, so I can.
That is so impressive. Like, respect for you for doing that. I can't do that. I think I did that for the first few episodes of Angel because I was recording with QuickTime, and then I discovered OBS, and I was like, "Where have you been all my life?" And I just just put the little
OBS. It's amazing. The best.
It's a lifesaver.
Save your life.
The best.
I watched
What do you use?
episode through OBS.
Honestly, though, I used to like have a digital camera, and
Oh my god, yeah, we getting ghetto.
write that down.
I don't have a memory. If I don't write it down, I'm gonna forget.
Honestly,
God.
it will
OBS.
save your life.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing.
I've been
best.
using
I'm not
QuickTime recording for so long now. I just now started using OBS recently. Like it hadn't even gotten to the point where
It's
the
free
shows on my
as well.
and the thing is I used it because I do video production, like that's my profession or whatnot. So like I've been aware of
Adobe?
it. I just I edit in Adobe Premiere Pro. And so
Awesome.
yeah, so I just now recently started using it's so amazing. Like just my full reactions, literally, I just record. I have a little stream deck thing I can switch between. Like if I wanted to, I think I could even do it now. Like I can just be in Lucifer, I can be in Walking Dead, I can be in
nice.
Dexter. Like so it's pretty, it's pretty
Wow.
cool, yeah.
Well, I'm jealous.
Because this is through my OBS.
Wow,
so
to
it's
the
just so
master.
cool.
We've got a
Well, I mean, you guys
professional
are-
over here.
You guys say you use OBS too. A lot of y'all,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I don't know how to do that.
Well, I can do
Yes.
this, so
Yeah,
I've got a
can do
curtain,
this.
so
I'm hiding behind the pillow.
I have this.
I actually watched the episode through OBS because I'm so
Yeah.
scared that I'm not
Yeah.
Yeah, I
gonna be
do.
recording it
Oh
properly.
yeah.
So like I essentially I'm watching an episode this big and I'm like half the time.
right. man.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
the
my
invisible man now.
Yeah,
What do you
Just a floating
click
head.
to disappear? Yeah,
I think
I'm like Harry Potter.
Chroma
You
key.
mean in
probably.
Zoom?
you
I
need
mean
to.
chroma key.
Yeah, chroma key.
Yeah. Chroma key. Yeah.
You can do that on OBS though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm doing right now. This is
Oh.
green screen.
I have because I don't have like I didn't update my Mac, so I have like an old version because when I installed the new one, it just didn't work. So maybe
Oh.
that's
But some like
The new version you can actually pause while you're recording.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you need
That's
to go
what's so-
pee in the middle of your
That-
recording, you can literally press pause and go.
Yes.
That-
Come back
I
and
love that.
play.
That has been helpful, but it's also kicked my butt because I've sometimes done a review and realized the thing has been paused. So
Oh
I've
no!
been like, I've spent 10
that's the
minutes talking
worst.
That would be
and
terrible.
I have to do it again.
I just cut
That
that
would
out
be
in
terrible.
post. Like if I have to leave the room or something, or if I say something stupid in my like review at the end, I just have to cut it out manually. That
Yeah.
takes like
it
an
saved
hour.
me so much time. Like I finish recording and then I upload it. And then I move on to the next one. Like I
Yeah,
don't have
exactly.
to
Yeah, because
go
you have
in
4
and edit it
editors.
and
They
then
take care of
upload it.
it.
And you can do like it. You can do the MKV, so it's like your audio can still record separate from your self and the show audio. It's super convenient.
Yeah.
I need to like look at the manual because clearly I'm not doing this right.
You say you're using Mac, right?
Yeah.
Because for some reason, like with and it's other things I was using with it, but like when I be trying to use it in Mac, it doesn't work right for me. So I have Boot Camp on my computer, and I actually do all of my recording through Windows now on OBS. And it's been
Okay,
working
maybe
fine
they
for me.
have different settings or something. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I honestly, like a part of me was always wondering like how frustrating is the editing process for everyone else, and because it's that was more than enough.
Like Allie, don't you? It seems like you'll hold the thing up and look at it, and then you just take like a file of Buffy.
For me, I still have a MacBook, so like my computer, the storage itself, absolutely atrocious. So I can't really like record myself like through this or anything. So I record on my camera, I like sync it up real quick, I download the episode, and then I go on Final Cut Pro and I just like put it in manually, and That's how I've always done it for many years.
Old memories,
But-
like 'cause I remember having to do that, and the problem was my first camera could only record like 20 minutes per thing, so I kept having to pause it every time.
Oh my
Mine does
gosh.
that.
Oh,
But it's 30
Oh my
minutes. It's like 28.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
and my
that's
camera, like, even though it can record, the annoying thing it does, it separates them all, like, because the highest it can get is like 2.12 gigabytes per file. So if I have like an hour-long file, it'll still end up being like 4 or 5 files. So I usually have to convert them again through QuickTime, which would take. It's like, it was so. I love my new setup now so much. Because it would take so long just to do the full reaction version. It would be like,
I'm making my
oh
own
my
TV
gosh.
right now. Hopefully it'll help.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for like the whole just COVID lockdown thing to end because like I have like a few things in storage that I can use, like a mic, a camera, and all that. I don't want to buy new stuff, but I'm just using like my internal mic and camera, which is not the greatest. But yeah, I think it's great because I know you guys, like a lot of you hook up like a separate camera to OBS and you just record with that. That way you can have a full screen when you're actually watching an episode. I have to like shrink down, like, you know, like when you have like a little box like on the reaction, that's what it looks like when I'm actually reacting. Like
That's
the
what
whole,
that's what I react to.
it's
That's
so
what I
small
watch.
though. And then people are like, why didn't you see that little building in the back or something? I'm like, it's so dark and it's so small. I'm trying.
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I recently started hooking my thing up to a separate monitor, or I got like a cheap TV actually. And it looks terrible compared to a computer monitor, honestly, but like, yeah. So I can watch them over there, because that sounds crazy looking at it in the small thing. Dang.
Well, I mean, I have it on my third monitor as well.
Oh,
like,
okay, I see.
If something's really dark or I can't see something, I'll like rotate and look.
Oh, okay.
You can't relate to me
Same,
then.
because I've got like that dual monitor, so I've got like OBS on here.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm watching on here, so I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
So
I am like so excited to download this right now. I
Yes.
still
Do
can't
it.
get
It's
the login.
amazing.
If you
It's
need
a
me help,
lifesaver.
don't like. You can send us a message if you want. I'm happy to help.
especially when it comes to setup, because there are going to be like different sources you want to set up. So like if you want to capture the PIP, then it will be on a certain bits of sources. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And
definitely
you
gonna
might,
need help.
yeah, and you might need a capture device if you're wanting to connect your camera to the computer and use it in OBS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got a Logitech capture card thing. I don't know, something. It works for my camera, and I'm happy with it.
I need to invest in a better camera because I just use my phone. So.
Your phone. Wow. I was gonna
pretty
do
good
that, but
quality.
before I reacted, I
Oh,
did
thank
like
you.
some.
I
did
think
some
that's what
demo
Van uses.
beginning.
I think it's like an iPhone XS or something, whatever it is. Or I don't know.
Oh,
If that's even the right one, I don't know.
I used
like
to
one of the new ones. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's the best video for an iPhone or something.
I used to use my 6S to record, so it was pretty good still, but I'd rather rely on the webcam, which still brings out good quality.
I started. I mean, my phone records like better than this camera, but I did like a trial when I started doing Reactor. Before I started, sorry, I did like a couple of music videos just to see what kind of like how I would react, and of course it was weird because it was my first time. But then I couldn't even transfer the file to my computer because it was the wrong format. So I did that whole thing for nothing.
Was
so I
it
had to just delete it?
When you opened your computer, it just wasn't working on the computer? You mean like it was saying like?
It was.
Or it just wouldn't let you
Sorry,
transfer it
I'm
off?
forgetting the
'Cause
term, but it
MO?
was just not something that you can transfer to your
Oh,
laptop
I see.
and edit
okay.
with. But now I think the
You know,
best
you
thing.
can use a program called Handbrake that changes
Yeah.
file sizes and file types.
Lifesaver.
Yeah.
Yo,
You guys are so smart. See, yeah,
What's
it's.
the name
I've
again?
been in the.
Oh,
dark for
look, I'd love to
Hand-
take credit, but honestly, I just have a lot of tech geeks in my Discord.
Someone do a tutorial, please.
When
Someone give me all these names.
Oh, really?
Handbrake honestly, when I had slow internet and it was really dismal, that saved my skin a plethora of times, because it would like if it would take like an hour, 2 hours usually, because it was that bad to upload a single YouTube video. Whereas with Handbrake, it took me like 20 minutes. So yeah, it saved my skin, and I didn't lose that much quality, if anything. So it saved my skin when I was going through the hell days of the internet speeds.
Yeah, I've been exporting all my videos in Premiere Pro at like 1.5 megabits per second or something like a.
Yeah, I do like 0.7, I think, or 0.5. So it
you can get
like,
away with
like,
yeah.
But also, if it's low pixelated, it helps,
Yeah.
Avoid the copyright.
Yeah, true.
Because it's a little pixelated, maybe.
One thing, speaking of Handbrake, I don't know how beneficial this will be to any of you, but it's very helpful for me, because when I do my things in OBS, I record it in MKV, but when I want to upload it to Patreon and Dropbox, I want to do it MP4, because not everybody can play an MKV file. So to convert it, I found this software. It only works on Windows though, which sucks. But it's called X Media Recode. And this is usually in Handbrake. It would take me like an hour or something to convert a file this long. But then in this, it takes 7 seconds. I kid you not. I don't know how it does it. It is converting the file from MKV. I don't know how it does it that fast. And I was like mind blown. So, and it might work for other types of files too. What do you say?
I can't record an MKV because
you can't?
All of my editors, and including me when I do edit, which is once in a blue moon, use Sony Vegas, and Vegas doesn't like MKVs.
Yeah, I know that pain.
I know Premiere Pro, their newest update doesn't take MKV either, which sucks. I don't know why they did that. So
I have a really big problem with Sony Vegas because I mean, you've seen Charmed. Like, a lot of people have been trying to recreate the opening credits, I mean, you'll get it. And they're like, use Sony Vegas. I'm like, no, you use After Effects for that. It's not. Because Sony Vegas, for me, it's like Windows Movie Maker. You just slap on some filters. You just don't do that.
Shots fired.
Hey, look, I'll take whatever's easy.
Yeah, that's basically the process.
Yeah.
I just have a thing against it. That's all.
Nah, fair enough.
We're about to just get into like editing wars, like which software everybody uses. Like,
I just like it because it's easy to use. That's all. Like that's that. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying it's easy.
Wondershare is quite good. It's similar to a Final Cut, I think. So
yeah, I use Final Cut, but I'm switching to Windows soon, so I'm gonna have to switch very soon. And I've been using Final Cut for like 6 years, so that's gonna be fun.
Ever since I started.
Anyone use Avid?
Oh no.
Oh, he's media standard over here.
Oh yeah. No, I use Premiere. I'm a Premiere kind of guy.
Yeah,
I'm
me
an
too.
Adobe kind of guy.
Yeah, same here.
No, but Avid, they have to force us to do that in film school. Like use Avid, use Final Cut, especially like Final Cut X or whatever it was called.
Final Cut Pro 10.
Not good. Yeah. Just no. I would just cheat and just do it in Premiere and be like, I did this with whatever you said.
I started out with Final Cut like in high school when I was in video class and everything. Yeah, I remember learning Premiere and just sticking with that ever since.
I swear, I think my school made us use Premiere.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I used to think I was so cool using Premiere in my school. Everybody else was using Final Cut. I was over here. I had Premiere. I had like gotten like a cracked version and installed it on the school computer. And I had a different editing than everybody else because I was a lead editor. So I thought it was so cool. I'm like, oh, y'all are on Final Cut. I'm on Premiere. Yeah, like I really was trying to just flex on people. But yeah.
School for me was such a long time ago. I don't even remember.
Oh my gosh.
Time just flies. But for me, like when they introduced the Creative Cloud suite, where it's like, you can update it whenever you want, but you have to keep paying for it. I still had CS3. So it was like I was way behind because when you're a student and you're spending all your money on school and you just don't have any money to actually upgrade. But the thing is, the computers on campus were even worse. And you would think they would be up to date, but they were so much worse. So you couldn't even do your projects there. Dang. So I'm just glad I'm not doing these reactions like on a college campus, like editing anything on a college campus. It would just wait for you to finish the whole thing. And then at the very end, when you hit render, it just says Adobe has crashed. The file is corrupted. Do it all over.
Ah, dang. That's why I have my autosave set to like every 2 minutes or whatever the lowest interval is, because I'm like, I can't afford to lose anything. Final Cut automatically auto saves, right? Like just if it crashes, you open back up, it's fine.
Yeah, it saves, but if I like accidentally delete like a clip or something, and it's like I go through the entire process, and then right at the end, it's like it's actually not exporting, and then it's like something's wrong. You're gonna have to figure it out. I'm like, that's great. So I'm gonna have to go through this entire video just to see which 5 seconds are wrong. So that's the one thing I hate about it.
So, you all use Photoshop, yes?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Always.
Did you know that you can actually use Photoshop online without ever having to pay for it?
There is like the
Photoshop.
Or like the full suite edition.
So like there's literally a Photoshop online that you can literally use as Photoshop, just like a website.
Is
Does it have most of the features?
Yeah, all of the features.
Awesome.
Up to date. Wow.
Oh.
So that's what you guys make your thumbnails in Photoshop?
I make the thumbnails in Photoshop.
Yeah.
Still use my phone.
I just use Premiere. Like I just drag in, I have the logo and the title, and I'll just change each time, and I click that little camera button, and yeah.
I usually
just uploads it and that's it, right? I just assume you just let YouTube decide. It's just so simple.
That's me.
Yeah.
I
Like,
spend
which
like
face is
half an hour
funnier?
to an hour. I spend at least like half an hour to an hour just doing the thumbnail.
Yeah, your thumbnails look so cool.
I'm like, because even like this, I have to like mask this out every single time, and it's so repetitive. Some people do, like, they take like maybe a couple of shots, and they just use these same shots over and over and over again.
Something that I absolutely love to do is like I'll take like a screenshot of the episode, like a sad screenshot of the episode, and then I'll take a moment where I laughed in the episode, and I'll put those two together. And it makes people really want to click on that. Why are you laughing at this?
Right.
I've done that a few times, but yeah, it's weird.
That's a funny idea. I feel like if there's anybody watching this that is interested in starting reaction channels, we're just giving them all the keys right now. I mean,
I've been wanting to make a video because I've gotten so many like messages like, how do I start up? I'm like, I mean, it's pretty simple when you're first starting out. It's like when you want to like the random like other stuff that gets, very confusing.
What made you guys want to start reaction channels in the first place?
A quarantine.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. Because I think Tammy, you started yours around the same time frame as me, like probably like the same week you started your channel.
Yeah, I started it in April. I was on a furlough of my job, and I was off for 3 weeks, and I was like, just do it, and I just did it. So
yeah, same here, April 2020.
Nice.
For me, it was just my.
Sorry, go.
No, I was just gonna say, for me, it was my friend texting me of Allie's video, and she was like, "These reaction videos are fun," or something like that. Like, she loves your videos. And then I was like, reaction videos. I have never thought of this. But then I had just watched like the pilot or something, and I really like this show. So then I went back and did a reaction video and stuff. So
yeah, I never really set out to do reaction videos. Like my first Supernatural ones were like little snippets of me watching, but like the majority of it was just me talking about it. That's why I name mine like Buffy the Vampire Slayer Talks, because I like discussing reacting. Yeah, I don't know. Like me like watching something, it was like kind of weird for me, but I like talking about it. That's what I enjoy. So I mainly just did a Patreon because I got so many comments like, please let me watch like your reaction. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. But yeah, I never really.
Well, it's like, because like you only watch a show one time for the first time, and like you never get to experience that again. But if you're watching someone else experience it for the first time, you can kind of put yourself in their shoes the same way that you do with a TV show. You put yourself into a character's shoes.
Yeah.
It's funny watching myself back and like, I really reacted that way. God.
Rewatching is tough though. Like if I had to, because I rewatched a few Buffy episodes, just to refresh my memory and all that. That was tough because I knew everything, and there were a lot of lines where, like I was saying the words. I was like, it's fun because like I'm watching another show, and like for me, just to answer your question, like I started Angel because I just finished a film project. And I was just so stressed out. I actually got sick like the first day of the project. Things went okay, but I was just so stressed. Zero budget, it was just like, so I wanted to like go back to my roots because I'm technically a serious guy, but I wanted to just revert back to my childhood and just watch something that's very nostalgic, which was Angel, because I've seen Buffy. So when I saw that, from I think the first or second comment was like, do a Patreon. You need a Patreon channel.
Yeah.
And that's the deal. Like, it's like a rite of passage. Like, you have to do Patreon if you're going to do YouTube. I was like, okay. And ironically, I didn't even release my Patreon page. I was still uploading in advance, and I forgot that it was published. And someone apparently looked for it and found it and signed up. And they're like, hey, I found you. Crap.
You're like, I found you, now take my money.
People now. But I mean, I had to tell people I wasn't even ready.
I think I started my Patreon in like season 4 of Buffy, and I didn't mention it to anyone, and people just joined.
No,
I don't know.
People do look for it. Yeah, they just Google the name.
I think I've honestly, I think I've only ever mentioned my Patreon maybe a handful of times.
Yeah, I really mentioned a couple times, like on my channel. But
I used to in the like when I first started up Patreon. Nowadays, I just leave it in the links, and if people want to join up, then yeah.
I only tell people about Patreon now if someone says, "But where's that scene? You didn't react to that scene on YouTube." I'm like, well, gee.
Yeah.
Half the time it's because you have to cut out the part of the episode because of the copyright, and it's like, I'm sorry, YouTube hates me.
It wasn't important. I didn't say anything. Just assume I didn't
There
say
are times when I have to upload it and the scene is already there because it's like a very important scene, and it tells me it's been blocked. Remove that specific part. So I have to do it. I'm sorry.
That's they just like black it out or something.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, those comments do like test me a bit, because it's like you're like, first of all, I feel like this is your highlight reel. This is like highlights of your reaction. So you want to like include what bits you also like, but as well as, I guess, keeping rhythm with the episode and showcase some of the big moments, I guess. And it's just so like frustrating because like everyone's reactions are going to be different. Like I've seen a couple of reactors who haven't included scenes that I like, but I'm not going to give them hell for it. It's their reaction. So
but how dare you not include the best parts of the episode, man? You have to put in the best part. That was the best part. That one part that you didn't put in, that was the best part of the episode.
But here's the thing. Sometimes I do that on purpose because the part is great, but my reaction wasn't that great. I just
that's fine. That's fine.
So why show that? Why show that?
Right, exactly.
Dare you not include the part where Giles turns into a belly dancer?
Right. Spoiler, you just spoiled it. You spoiled it.
Well,
can't believe they dragged that on for 3 seasons, man.
But I do feel weird, like when somebody, because sometimes people will know I'm a little bit ahead or whatnot on Patreon, and they'll ask, "So what did you think about this episode up there?" And I'm like, I haven't gotten that on YouTube yet. But yeah, even still, I'll feel weird saying like, "Well, you have to go to my Patreon if you want to see that," because I don't like feeling like I'm pushing it on people. But it's like at the same time,
I don't want to fight for you, but you know,
I do too. Like that's always the main concern, like pushing Patreon, like watch this.
My mods will do whatever my mods will do.
Well, there you go. No, when I was watching Firefly, actually, because it takes me again, like it takes us a long time to edit, especially if you're watching different shows. Like again, I can't watch 4 shows anymore. Like I just finished Dollhouse. I'm just gonna keep it 3 shows, maybe 2 shows from now on. Someone asked me, like, it's been a few weeks since you uploaded a Firefly reaction to YouTube. And I said, I'm really sorry. It's on Patreon right now. I'm still editing stuff. It's going to be there soon. And the response is that I appreciate if you say something like, I can't afford it right now, or, oh, I'm not interested in that. That's fine. But if you say, oh, I'm not going to pay you to watch a show, like, you're not paying me to watch a show. You're paying the channel because I actually don't work because I do reactions. Like I don't take gigs because I'm an independent filmmaker. Like there are times when I can't work because I have to sit and not get paid for work and do this. So you guys would enjoy it. So this is pretty much compensating me for that time. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And so for you to say, oh, I don't want to pay you because, like you're trying to get paid to watch. I'm like, you don't have to. Otherwise I wouldn't even do YouTube. I would just do
not just watching, it's editing too.
And I talk. And also because I know like some of you like to have like a long discussion. Like Duke, most of your video is a discussion.
Yeah.
My 3-hour-long reviews of the seasons.
And those things take time.
Inspiring. Yeah. That is so inspiring because for one thing, it lets YouTube know most of this video is just the person talking. It's not copyrighted content.
Yeah.
But also you're actually expressing your thoughts. You're talking. You're asking questions. You're analyzing things. So when I do that, and there are times when I'm like, oh my God, it's 3 a.m. I'm still talking, but I'm like, no, just keep going. And at the end, I can just edit it. And because I don't like rewatching my reactions, but when I stumble across like the YouTube reactions and I look at it, especially the older ones, I'm like, you know what, I did a good job editing at least because, I'm not just like,
that's like me though.
It's an actual discussion.
I end my reactions with, so that was a great episode. See you in the next one. because I can't write it down because then I can't, I'm not going to be able to see the episode, okay? But then I have all of these moments that I want to talk about. But by the time the episode ends, it ends on such a cliffhanger or a moment that it's like nothing else matters other than that last moment. It's like, all right, cool. Fuck what happened at the beginning of the episode. I'll see you in the next one.
And personally, I like the ones when you're just speechless at the end. I just love it. Yeah. When you do that, I'm like, yes.
I feel like I have to take. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that just happened to me because I just watched Lie to Me. I think it's like 207 or something. I don't know if you guys even remember that one. But that
yes,
definitely.
I
really like that one.
Malfunctioning by, and then I just left.
Yeah. I know I have to especially when it comes at a very, very cliffhangery ending or something that's left me lost for words. I have to take a bit of a break. I won't say anything. I'll just take a bit of a break and then just try to compose myself as best as I can. It won't be pretty, but
if if I get a Buffy video under half an hour now, I'm like, go me. I didn't talk for too long.
Right.
I got a comment last week was like, I was expecting a reaction at some point. I was like, this is a review. So I just replied with the timestamps of the reaction. I was like, there you go. There's 9.5 minutes. Fuck off. So
You know what's actually funny? I actually got one comment one time because I was speaking for so long saying, why are your reviews so long? And I'm like, well, this is very, very perplexing. If I could understand if someone says, okay, stop talking, etc. But I've never had a comment saying, why are your reviews so long? And I'm like,
why is the sun so bright?
Damn me.
Really?
It's like such
How
a paradox
dare I be passionate about a show?
How dare I want to speak about this?
Why are you on YouTube? It's just weird.
No, if you don't want to hear someone talk, don't watch a YouTube video.
Yeah, I always think that when people say that to reactions to TV shows or music or anything, they're like, stop pausing, stop talking. I'm like, well, then just go watch it yourself.
Do. Look, if something is happening and you really just, you're going to go on a tangent, pause the damn episode.
Yeah,
because you don't want to talk over some important stuff. Pause it.
Yeah.
I get two opinions. Some people tell me you need to pause and I prefer to pause, but a lot of people are like, you're pausing too much.
Yeah.
So now I just do both. And sometimes I talk over important things and I'm like, crap.
But then you pick them up in post anyways.
Yeah.
You're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right. You just got to do what you want to do, I guess. But
one of my favorite comments I've ever gotten, one of my favorite complaints was for Dollhouse season 1, I dropped all 13 reactions on the same day. I was like, there you go. And I had someone saying, why did you release them all at once? Why have you done this Netflix style? This is too much. I'm like, they're going to be there forever. You can watch them at any point.
Yeah.
I was like, I haven't shoved hours out of your life with my own 2 hands. Just watch them when you want.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's not.
You don't have to watch them right now.
It was so bizarre. I just found it funny.
I don't think you guys understand. YouTube literally is in control of someone's life. So if your review is 20 minutes long, they have to watch it. They can't skip ahead. That's not an option. If you post all episodes, they have to see them. It's not an option, man.
Oh well.
Oh my God.
It's not a one-time deal.
You know something that I really, really love, and I mentioned this to Liam in our like Reactor cast. Every time that you guys get up to like an episode, like you'll watch like, I don't know, 3x01 or something like that. I'll get a comment on that episode that day because someone's posted it. Like they'll be like they'll watch your reaction and then they'll go watch my reaction. And then like they'll compare the two. And it's quite nice. Because it's like awesome. Like people still think I'm relevant.
I think especially with you, Shannon, I'm like, I say this like with all sincerity, like we all consider you like the queen of reactions technically.
Oh my God, please stop. I'm not.
Take the compliment. But it's because that's why, and a lot of people have seen your reactions first. So a lot of people, especially when I did some Angel reactions and they're like, oh, like, do you guys remember like when After Show Reactions did it that way? And there are times when I mention you also like on Angel reactions. So like I just reference people and that would, sometimes people just like cross-reference between different reactors. Yeah. But I think for you, I would not be surprised because a lot of times I talk about how you reacted to like Buffy episodes while I'm reacting to Angel.
I love when people like get to like a zombie episode of a show and they're like, oh, I wonder Shan's not gonna like that.
I think when the first episode of Walking Dead, when I saw that, I saw a very specific scene. I was like, After Show Reactions is not gonna want to see the show. But she might one day. But yeah.
Yeah, those are the awesome things about like the reacting viewer community. Like I feel like we've been sitting here complaining so much, but there's also so many great things. Like I mean, it literally does blow my mind. Like when I see the people that comment on my videos and I go to a lot of you guys' videos online, like it's like a whole community and everybody like really supports, and that's so awesome.
A lot of people like comment saying like, oh, you should check out this new reactor. Like this person's reacting to it now. This person's reacting to it now, which is really nice. Also, a while back, I actually made a post asking people like, what are shows that you personally would like to see that you have never seen anyone react to? And a lot of the stuff I've actually seen other people react to. So like, I just name dropped a whole bunch of people. So if,
nice.
I don't know, I might have sent a bunch of people your way. I don't know. But
a lot of people say, what was it? What was it called? Like Starlight Galactica or
Battlestar Galactica?
Yeah. That like they say like, oh, not a lot of people react to that, or N with an E. Like I get a lot of people saying like these shows, like not a lot of people reacting to them, react to those. But then again, like I watched True Calling and not a lot of people, I think maybe 1 or 2 people reacted to some episodes. But then I realized, oh, you know what? It's not a popular show, even though like the person, like there are people there who are, you know, famous actors, let's just say. But when that happened, it made me feel like, you know what, I actually enjoyed reacting to the show, even though not a lot of people were engaging kind of like with Angel. But nowadays I tell people like, if I don't like the show or if I feel like people are just not responding, I just stop or I just watch it on my own. That because editing is so time consuming. If no one's gonna watch it, why make it? And a lot of people said don't do selected reactions.
Yeah, look, if you enjoy it as well and you have the time, do it. Like
I finished it in a day.
Don't always think about like the amount of views that you get on a video as well. Like if you enjoy it, someone will find it. So it'll make someone's day.
Absolutely. I think that's the reason why I kept doing True Calling. But I think it was just I think I wanted to know like the formula, like what kind of shows people will respond to, because I do want people to enjoy whatever the content is. I don't want to just like leave it out there. So a lot of times I would be like, okay, what kind of show that people want to see reactions to? Like when I actually reacted to Sabrina season 3, the new Sabrina, And I posted one reaction, and a lot of my friends who watch Sabrina, they messaged me and they're like, nice reaction, but you might as well just not upload it. It's just, and I told them like I wasn't even happy with the season, so they're like, why even bother? So I ended up deleting all the videos that I recorded, and I just did not upload anything. No, I mean, for what it's worth, I did not enjoy it.
Well,
so
to be fair, you could always just release them all on your Patreon and just like have them be Patreon exclusive.
That's the next stage. I was gonna do like mostly stuff like American Horror Story and maybe Game of Thrones, like stuff that I won't feel comfortable sharing on YouTube because it may include some like adult content or just disturbing stuff. Anything that's a little too disturbing, I'll probably just keep that on Patreon. I'm very like PG-13.
I know I'm doing like Umbrella Academy for Patreon exclusive, especially since because I know from a few people that I know who watch that it can be a bit finicky copyright wise. And I've been meaning on doing like a few Patreon exclusives anyways. So like a lot of people like wanted me to do Umbrella Academy, and so I'm currently journeying through the first season.
I'm enjoying that.
I am.
I'm enjoying that as well. How far are you into it?
I think I just finished watching episode 6 last week, so episode 7's next.
I watched episode 9 today.
Ooh, interesting.
Which means that someone's selected it for 9 months in a row. Oh my god. The commitment.
Yeah.
So, Domi, you have not been as talkative. What is another show that you're planning on reacting to?
Honestly, I don't know, because I'm not even, I literally just started my channel, so I'm not sure if I'm even going to react to another show at this point. I don't know what else people are interested, honestly. But if you guys have suggestions, I've already had someone ask me, like, yesterday. They were like, what show are you doing next? I'm like, I don't know. I'm so preoccupied with Buffy right now.
I would say The Walking Dead
always
if
Agents of
you
S.H.I.E.L.D.
like zombies.
Yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I need to watch that. I'll put that on my list too. But The Walking Dead, it's such a great community also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people, people will say like season 1's so. It's still good.
I really like season 1.
Just after a certain point, it's all uphill from there. It's like
Some
Do
say
you need to watch the Marvel films though? Do you need to watch the Marvel films, like all of them?
You don't need to, but it's an experience if you do.
Yeah. You'll be able to.
I've seen most of them.
Yeah, you'll be able to like point out certain things, but it's not detrimental in your experience. So
is it very much like Marvel though? Like same vibes? Or not?
Depends on the seasons.
Are you guys gonna watch
WandaVision?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
That's on my list.
I don't know.
I was a little weirded out that they're turning everything into like a TV show now after like the final installment. So it's gonna be kind of confusing. I don't know how many TV shows we're getting. I think we're getting like 2, 3.
Loki, Winter Soldier, and Falcon. WandaVision.
There is Hawkeye.
Hawkeye,
yeah. She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Miss
Marvel. Miss Marvel.
There's also a cartoon one that's like a
What If?
that one.
Yeah, What If?
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. a good show if you're like, you know how some shows like say The Walking Dead, I feel like even if you're not really into zombie type stuff, you can still get into the show. If you're not really into superhero type stuff, could you still get into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
It's so good. Like the writing is just remarkable. So
Little Flix, I told her to start the show, like I pestered her to start the show. She's like, I don't like superheroes. I don't like I haven't seen any of these things. And then she watched the like pilot episode, and now she's like, I get like messages from her every now and then that she's binged like a whole season. So definitely a worth show to get into.
That could be a good option, because I remember my first video, literally like the pilot episode, which I posted of Buffy, someone was like, I will watch if you do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I was like, calm down, please. I don't even know what if I'm doing Buffy yet.
Overwhelming.
Trust me, going through the 7 seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it's blown me away so much.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I'm intrigued. We'll see.
Good. Another one.
One of us.
We don't celebrate preemptively. We have to see.
Is it on
That's
Netflix?
okay.
Yeah, no, we're locking you in now because you're saying it
Plus
live
now,
on
I think.
Zoom. Yeah, you just agreed to it. Like everybody knows now. That.
It's okay. We're just gonna keep pestering until it happens.
You guys are gonna be the ones on my video now. I'm gonna post my next video, and it's gonna be like, please react to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and then I'm gonna see the comments, and it's gonna be you guys.
Yes.
Have any of you seen Roswell?
No.
That's on my list to eventually do. I want to do the original, and then I want to do the
A reboot? There's a reboot, yeah.
Oh no, the original.
No.
That one's good. If you ever want to see it.
Oh, I have the DVD. Look, I buy DVDs for things that I'm going to react to one day. It's like, it's a big list, as you can see.
Is anyone watching Orphan Black?
I've
Seen
watched
it all. That's fantastic. Phenomenal show.
No.
Okay.
Phenomenal acting. Like, best acting I've ever seen in a TV show.
Tatiana Maslany is literally like the best actress to ever exist. I love her.
I'm starting it on Patreon soon.
Good.
So I shouldn't watch it?
You should.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
Do it. Honestly, before I started Buffy, it was in my top 3 favorite shows. So I just absolutely loved it so much.
She's just so like, she's so phenomenal. Like,
she is
so good.
Is she gonna be She-Hulk? Because there were some rumors about that, and even like Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like JKs. So
she's like, soak.
I hope she is. I hope the rumors are just trying to, I don't know, throw us off, because she would be amazing in the MCU. So
for sure.
Anthony.
Oh,
there he is.
I'm back.
He just comes back, we're all gone.
Oh yeah, I was like, wow. Well, dang. Okay, then that's how it is.
Thanks for
Or
watching,
no, that
everyone.
actually might have been a good thing. I'm like, oh, well, I guess since I left, everybody was like, oh, it's no point anymore.
So hold on. I don't understand how Zoom works. Are you hosting the meeting?
Yes, I'm hosting the meeting.
So if none of us ever leave, you can never leave. Is that
Right.
is that?
Yeah.
So we're keeping you hostage.
Gonna be a long day.
Hey, look, I mean, like, if there was anybody I would be fine with being kept hostage by, is you guys. So.
He's already like
yeah.
times. So if he really wanted to leave, he would just have gotten up and not come back, I think.
Well, this has been on for 4
I'm on
hours.
a nostalgic trip right now, just seeing everyone, and they're not reacting and they're talking to me, and I'm like,
For real.
I kind of just want to like take my phone, just record this, like, yay, selfie.
Right.
Yeah.
I just noticed, I think we've been talking for like 4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours. I was about to say 4 hours.
Yeah, we did like a table read at some point, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
what?
Feels like years ago.
What was that?
Oh my
Really?
god. I forgot to have lunch.
Oh my god.
Same. I've got to have some tea soon.
Oh yes.
How very British of you.
Right.
No,
That's it,
like
we just-
a food tea, not actual tea
Yeah.
tea. Sorry, I'm so British.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you really. Oh.
We throw different meanings for tea, like it's either something
what
we
is-
drink or something we eat. It's like dinner for you guys.
Yeah, breakfast,
Yeah,
lunch,
dinner.
tea.
So wait,
I
what
call
tea?
it tea.
What tea
No,
are
we call
y'all
it
eating?
tea as well.
What tea are
I
you
just
eating
thought
as
because you were
food?
British.
What tea is the food though? What is tea as food?
Just a meal. Just
Oh, it's just like a meal. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like dinner. Just
Oh, I
yeah,
see.
yeah, dinner.
just
Oh,
we're
okay.
British and
Learning
we
so
call it
much
tea.
in this call.
And we call what we eat like midday as dinner. Or at least
Dinner,
that's-
yeah,
yeah.
dinner.
Oh my
Exactly.
gosh. I was wanting to go to the UK, like London, like sometime this year, but you know.
Yeah, I was supposed to head to America with my best friends, going to Florida, but
Oh, why would you want to come here?
Yeah,
it's
no offense,
horrible
Allie,
here.
but we don't
No.
claim Florida over here. They be doing some crazy stuff.
I was so sad I was heading to Disneyland, so
Oh, okay, that's nice there.
It's
What?
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
What can we teach them of a British slang?
ooh.
Keep it clean. There are people watching probably.
Yeah,
say,
clean.
all I can think of is some.
Yes.
I've forgotten
don't know.
my language.
I thought,
my cocktail.
yeah,
Exactly.
same.
I don't know.
And I'm too posh for my area anyway, so it's like
Where are
Yeah,
you
the stereotypical
from?
thing is like Cockney rhyming slang. But
I'm from the Durham area, and like everyone keeps saying I sound so posh, and that's so true. So
The thing
Yeah.
is, I have northern parents, but I was born in like the south of England. So
oh, yeah, like I had a speech therapist where I picked up my accent from, so that's how I sound posh to the people in the north.
yeah, your accent is very posh, I must say.
There we go.
I think when I was about
It's nice
what was
though.
it, like 13, I started teaching myself. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna speak with either an American accent or an English accent. And I started with an English accent. I think there was a movie, I think it was called The Three Musketeers, but there was like a female character there as well. It was like a miniseries or something. And I was trying to copy them. I think she said something like, I'm not giving up. And I was like, okay, that's how you say it. And but then it just didn't work, even though I lived in the UK for a few years and I still used the American accent. It's just so much easier.
That's so
It
true. I
is.
started learning English with the British accent as well. And then I don't think I have very much of a British accent right now, so I guess it switched a little because I don't
You've
remember.
got an interesting accent because it's like American, but you've also got like, I don't know, you got like some like weird tang to it.
Yeah.
I get that a lot. It's like
Like
you
you
sound
like the
like
emphasis
American.
on the T or something. I don't know.
I honestly don't know either. But people say that even when I'm speaking Portuguese, which is my native language, I sound a little bit American in my Portuguese lately, people have said. And I don't know if it's because I'm speaking too much English because I was living in the US for the past year.
I mean, that could
So
be it.
the virus ruined everything.
Right.
But it's
May I
weird.
ask, because since you're bilingual, does it feel different when you're speaking in English or even reacting in English?
Honestly, I think I've grown so used to English that it kind of comes naturally to me, except for like sometimes I will cuss in Portuguese during my reaction videos. And I mean, nobody's gonna understand everything. But my first instinct whenever I wanna like say a bad word, it's gonna be in Portuguese.
I
So
have a
that's
question
kind of slip-ups.
that I ask everybody that speaks another language. Do you think in your other language or do you think in English?
That's a tough one because I personally I like doing both. I like thinking in English because it helps improve my English when I speak.
Yeah.
It doesn't always work but I do that usually when I'm in the US or in the UK. I try to think more in English. Even my dreams are all in English. But my first language is Arabic. And when I usually talk or think in Arabic, everyone says, "Who the hell are you?" Like I just come off as a different person. And I think a lot of bilingual people do that. But for me, I try and keep it like somewhere in between. Usually when I'm doing reactions, I think in English. But when I'm talking to my parents, I think in Arabic. So I don't want to say I have like split personality, but it's like you have to keep like two different identities in a way. because I talk to my American friends differently. Like I don't talk to them the same way I talk to my Arab friends. So it's weird. But I don't know. What about you?
Yeah, for me, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, it depends. If I'm watching something like Buffy that's in English, I'm going to be thinking in English. But if I'm like watching a show in Portuguese, then I'm going to be thinking in Portuguese. So it depends on what I'm reading or listening to. That's going to, it's going to depend on that, I guess.
I'm always afraid I might like switch to Arabic while I'm reacting and like curse or say something like in Arabic and people are like, what the hell did he just say? So I tried like keep it like just one language, it's just English. But there are times when I switch, but I usually cut it out, usually at the very end when I try and think of a word that I forgot in English and I say it in Arabic. I'm like, I still don't remember it, so I just cut that part out. So yeah, it takes a while to edit.
You can leave it though. It's fun.
No, it's weird.
Look, if there's one thing that I've learned doing reactions is as the more open you are, the more your fan base is just going to connect with you more.
Yeah.
When I was doing Buffy, and I did my full reactions, I used to sing during the intro. I used to sing about what I thought the episode would be about when I was really embarrassed to begin with, right? But the more reception I got for it, the more I was like more comfortable doing so. And then it became more and more like I just got way more comfortable on the camera to the extent that I remember yelling at a bird that used to hit on my window. Like in the middle of a reaction, I was like, hang on a second, and like yelled at a bird. And like there's so many like gifs that people have made. Like the more real you are on camera, the more people will connect to you. So
yeah.
Authenticity.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's weird when you're like, for me, when I'm doing a different language, I think that's why I'm usually, because I have like anxiety even when I'm just recording. Just like make sure like it looks bright enough, make sure you don't like stumble your words and have to say it all over again and stuff like that. So I think that's usually at the back of my head. And with Angel and which other show? I think with The Walking Dead, because it really depends on the show. If I'm comfortable with the show and there are a lot of moments where I can talk or joke. When I was watching, like now, whenever I watch a show, I just drum to the opening credits. It's just my thing. Predicting, like making really bad predictions. And ironically, sometimes people don't get my sense of sarcasm. Like when I make bad predictions and they're like, no, that's not what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm joking. I'm always joking. It's because a lot of shows are so depressing. You just have to cheer yourself up. Otherwise, I would just be crying throughout the video.
It's so funny.
I sure hope you don't mean Buffy.
Well.
There's gonna be a lot of crying in Buffy.
I have heard that.
No,
I'm a lot of crying.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah.
Tears of joy and happiness.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon, I said this before, Joss Whedon should invest in like producing tissue boxes that comes with every DVD.
Yes.
I think there's been a solid 5 times in like all of the shows that I've done where I have literally ended the reaction with like literal streaming tears coming down my face, like snot balls, like everywhere. I'm not joking. It's really bad.
Oh man.
And 2 of those times were from the Buffyverse. So enjoy.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Thank you, Shannon.
Not to sound like a sadist, but I've enjoyed some of these over and over again just because the episode is so good and the reaction is so good.
Yeah. I think people have just had to witness me being a ball of tears for one certain thing that I did. So that was fun.
Yeah, that was a fun episode.
Yeah.
I liked that one.
Yeah.
I did.
Amazing.
Oh man, happy times.
One thing like I've always been like, I don't know, like, and it's not like I try to like not cry or anything, but I've just never been much of a crier. And so like sometimes I'll feel weird when people are like, oh, I cried so much this and you're gonna so cry to this. I'm thinking I'm probably not going to, but then I'll be like, dang, should I like be trying to like cry so that people are like, oh, like will they get offended if I don't cry? I don't know. I've always felt like, I don't know. It's been weird. But yeah, I'm not really much of a crier.
Yeah. When someone tells me you're gonna cry, I don't cry. Sorry.
Yeah.
I got a comment recently about there is an episode of Buffy where like something was happening and like it was funny to me because like of the context and everything. But I got a comment and I was like, I can't believe you didn't have like a bigger reaction to that. I can't believe you weren't crying. I'm like, what? Why? Like,
a reaction.
I hate those types of comments. Like, why didn't you act a certain?
You have to meet these certain guidelines. Cry.
We have certain standards when it comes to reactions. Oh god. And I think that's also one thing. I like how everyone's so different. There are times when you watch something, like when I watch something and I react to it, and someone else is like, no, that's okay.
Yeah.
Because we have different perspectives, and I appreciate that because you sometimes react to things that I don't react to. So when people do that, it surprises me. So I'm not waiting for you to react the same way I reacted when I watched an episode. And at the same time, I would rather watch someone who sincerely does not react, just watches an episode, enjoys it, and it's like, oh, that was nice. Instead of like, oh my God, that's the best thing ever. I love this shit. Subscribe.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah. Just that little subscribe at the end.
So true.
Yeah.
Oh man. The one thing I do hate though is like even if you get emotional, you're always gonna get a few people who are gonna be like, stop fake crying or whatever. Like, how is the waters coming from my eyeballs like indicating this is fake or whatever? Like it really.
Someone on Angel accused me of that was such a weird comment. Someone like Angel season 1, obviously no spoilers, but they're like, oh, you're such an actor. You must have paused and like sprayed your eyes. That's why you're tearing. It's still the comment is still there. I'm not even lying.
I was like, it's bad.
What?
I think I know what episode you're talking about as well, because I did cry at a certain episode as well.
Like, do you really think I have like? It's like I lack so much dignity that I'm going to like pause.
Hang on a second. Be right back. Just gonna spray some water in my eyes.
I can't tell you how many times at the very end I had to redo my outro, like to tell you what I thought of the episode, because the original part was like, so I'm really disappointed right now. And I can't use that. It's like, just calm down, breathe. Like, okay, it was a sad episode. I'll talk to you later. I can't discuss it right now.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of ugly crying.
I'm like imagining you on Patreon just like stopping the episode really quickly and then everybody sees you putting the thing on. But it's like only the Patreon people can know.
Yeah, right. Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, exactly. Don't tell the YouTube peeps.
Behind the scenes. Behind the tears.
That's a good little conspiracy to get more Patreon subscribers. Be like, see the truth about Shiny Antics.
Exposed.
Exposed. Exposed.
Exposed.
It's really weird because when you're a guy, and you're crying that much, and a lot of people even say like it's just the show, But for me, it's like because I'm very empathetic and I connect with the characters. So when I cry, I'm either really happy, really sad, and when that happens, I enjoy it because it means the show really got to me.
Yeah,
and it's really making me open up because, like I said, the few first episodes of Supernatural didn't make me cry. Didn't make me like I laughed, but like whenever people were like, "Oh, I cried when I saw that scene," I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Fine."
You're good.
But then when I connected to it, I started crying a lot more and stuff. And to me, I take it as a good sign. But at the same time, I'm not gonna like show you like ugly crying and stuff like that. I would cut, like clean myself up and like compose myself and like come back and talk about it. To each their own. Some people don't even like cry ever, and it's fine because
it must be a lot harder for like you guy reactors because like in like society guys, don't cry. They're the strong ones. And so to be like that vulnerable to cry on camera, and I don't know, I just think it must be a lot harder for you guys to like open up.
It's more like a protest. Yeah, for me, it's more like a protest. Like, I'm gonna cry. I'm a guy like any other guy. I'm not like, oh my god.
It's 2020. I'm just like,
but the thing is, I don't hold it back.
No.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I've had a few people who said that comment about you're a guy, why are you crying, etc. And I'm like, well, probably because I'm more empathetic than you, but go off. So
Maybe you have a heart. Who would have guessed?
I mean, and that's another thing too. It's like sometimes I wish I was more of a crier because I'm totally like, I totally hate the whole idea of guys not being able to cry or guys not being able to show emotion or empathy. And so I still like, I mean, as much as I can, try to show that in my reactions. I just try not to, I know I'm not naturally a crier, so if it doesn't come, I guess I don't let it.
Ironically, I don't even cry in real life that much. Like with like real stuff happens, like that happens on shows. I don't cry even when I'm like acting. When I'm on an actual set and I'm trying to cry, I can't cry. So when I'm crying, it just comes out. I'm like, I can't stop it. So for me, I'm like, okay, so that means the show is emoting something, but I can't do it by myself.
I'm a giant baby. I'll cry over anything.
Marley and Me opened the gate for me. I watched Marley and Me, and that was it.
No.
Before that, emotionless robot at anything. But now, after Marley and Me, like someone could be like, oh, I'm sorry, this person in front of me in the line had the last muffin on the TV show. I'd be like, oh my God, they just wanted a muffin. It's just...
That was a tough one.
Marley and Me rewatch reaction video.
Drunk reaction to Marley and Me.
Oh, no. No.
Yep.
I cried when I watched Inside Out, I think. What was it, Pixar?
Yeah.
That even Wreck-It Ralph. Like, I don't know why. It just like there's a certain moment where I'm just like tearing up. Like, why am I tearing up? It just happens.
I think I was like Liam, where like before a certain point, I was like not as emotional. And this was like, I don't know, sometime before Doctor Who, a certain point in series 7, when there was a certain change. And that's that there was sorry. But I think before then I wasn't as a person who would cry. And then after like that moment I was like a wreck afterwards. So yeah.
The gates were opened.
Yep, the gates were opened.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me now. I'm like, I cried at Fear the Walking Dead yesterday. Like, I'll cry at anything now.
Yeah, same. If I cry, I cry. So that's it.
Do you ever rewatch your the funny part is that Liam, like you're in the center for me. So when you do that, it's like the Brady Bunch. And when you do that, it just gives life to the whole.
This is the Buffy Bunch.
Hi everyone.
Title of the video.
The Buffy
Bunch.
Oh.
Word.
Table read.
And that's why we became the Buffy Bunch. The Buffy Bunch.
So
I was gonna say, go ahead. I was just gonna say, if you guys like ever rewatch your own reactions and you regret reacting a certain way, or you feel like it was just not that great, or
I don't know. Like sometimes I'll just never go back to rewatching me because
I tend not to
myself.
I rewatch mine a lot.
While you're editing, I mean, like I have to rewatch while I'm editing, so.
Oh right.
Yeah. Sometimes
if there's snot, I get embarrassed. I'm like, come on.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I've had that moment a couple of times, but I can't remember. But I'm sure I've had at least a couple of occasions.
I think I will go back and rewatch reactions for Buffy because, for one, it's been a while for me as well. but like when I see like an iconic episode that someone else has reacted to, I'll like watch their reaction and be like, how did I react? I don't remember. And I'll go back and I'll watch and be like, yep, seems like me. And it like sometimes even like watching your reactions and then going back and watching mine, I argue with myself because you've changed my opinion. So there's that.
Yeah, usually times when I just get most frustrated with myself is when I'm first editing the video and I'm like, oh, this video is coming out terribly. Usually by the end of it, I kind of come around to it, but there have been so many times where it's so hard to get through a video because I feel like my reaction was boring or like I don't agree with myself anymore or for various reasons. That's usually, after that though, I'm usually okay with them.
I know it's not on the same level, but I know that I can rewatch because I'm a bit further ahead in terms of recordings to what goes up onto YouTube. But I can look back on something that I'm editing for YouTube and I'll be further ahead and there will be something ironic that I will say because there's been a couple of times I say something that's ironic and it kicks me up the butt. So like there's a moment in Once Upon a Time which I'm going to make a parody of because yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Liam.
I do.
And I'm just like face palm myself because you had to say it, didn't you? You had to say that and it's kicked you up the backside. So yeah, instant regret comes in certain points when I'm editing.
Yeah.
That happens to me a lot. Like in my intro, I'll be like, I wonder what's gonna happen. I'll like give my predictions. Sometimes I'm way off, like really off, like in a comical way, and I'll keep it in and I'll put like a little LOL over me because I'm like, okay, yeah, okay. But sometimes I do go back and I'm like, why did I react like that? Because there's this one episode in season 2, I think, that's like a iconic episode in the fandom. And I was way too critical of it. And looking back at it, I'm like, why did I react like that? Why was I so mean? Like, you know, so anytime I'm like looking back, I'm like, is when I'm too critical. That's like the only time why did I do that?
Same here.
Mm-hmm. Same. I think that happened to me with Supernatural season 2. There was like a fan favorite episode and apparently everyone likes it. And when I reacted to it and people were commenting, well, that's your opinion. Damn it. Maybe I could have been a little nicer, but I mean, to be fair, I was just trying to like really be honest and just like tell the camera exactly how I felt.
Yeah.
But I try not to be so opinionated because there are times when I pause, and I usually cut those parts out, when I pause and I rant about something that I really didn't like, whether it's something like an ethical issue or like a misrepresentation or something like that, something usually super serious. And then I rewatch, like while I'm editing, I'm like, that rant halfway through the reaction is like 10 minutes long. What was I thinking?
Yeah.
I've had a 10-minute
I just
pause.
cut the whole thing out.
I've had a 10-minute pause.
I like
the reaction.
I love those though. I usually, what I do, and I've been so used to this, I just put your playlist and I just pick an episode that I like and I just go from there and I just keep watching all the reactions until the very end, the Buffy ones at least. And I get used to all the rants and stuff and it just becomes so normalized to me. So when I do it, it's like, yeah, why shouldn't you be complaining about stuff? It's a reaction. It doesn't mean you have to sit there and just, you know, let the people watch the show, because if you want to watch just the show, go on Netflix, buy the DVDs, you know, and watch the episode. You know, you can't tell the reactor, shh, I'm trying to see the episode.
Really?
Sometimes people say that. And so when you pause and you analyze every now and then, it makes the video a little more interesting, in my opinion. And also it does avoid the copyright stuff, because ethically it's more about you than the episode. Because, you know, that's why I like when you say, like, you know, it's a talk about Buffy.
Yeah.
And I've seen the reactions and the way you cut it up again. Like, I love your editing.
I try to make it more comedic than anything. So I'm like, these fans have probably seen this like 20,000 times. So I'm gonna make it a little more interesting for them.
Yeah.
Rather than just.
And it's a different perspective as well. Like it's a very different way of doing it.
Mm-hmm. So and there's
Mine
like
is very
a whole.
just childish.
I feel like
Go ahead.
There's a whole. Obviously, there's already running jokes within the Buffy world, but now there's a whole world of running jokes within the Alley Box community. Like, or just so like that's what I love about it. Like, but I don't know if y'all ever do this, but like, because sometimes after I'll do my reaction to an episode, then I'll go and look at other people's reactions and see what their reaction was like. And sometimes I look at the comment section, and so I see what people. Yeah,
don't look at comment sections of other people's videos. Don't do it.
No,
don't do it.
No.
Yeah, and like I'll be like, oh, now I know when come my video, people are gonna be mad at me for saying this. So I'll just be dreading posting a certain video because I'll be like, yeah, I already know people on the whole disagree with this. But
yeah, be careful of
it's better
that.
just do it the way you want to.
Because like, for example, because people know that I finished the show, they can go back to like an episode where I said something ironic and they'll like comment about it. So like there is like lots of spoilers in there now. Because... I don't really do it with shows I haven't seen. I only do that with like Buffy though, where I've already like seen it and kind of know for the most part that stuff. Yeah, I definitely don't do that with like Walking Dead or Lucifer though, because I'm like, yeah, it's not a good idea.
No, stuff like Walking Dead, people really love posting spoilers.
Yeah.
Whether it's character names or literally just posting, like, I can't wait for you to see this specific scene. So
someone sent me a GIF of someone once, a GIF of a character in season 6. Yeah, I got a spoiler GIF of that.
What?
I actually have to confess something. Liam Duke, you posted something on Twitter while you were still reacting to, I think you were halfway through season 6 of Buffy. Mm-hmm. And I was this close to posting a GIF. And I was like, a GIF, yeah.
I say GIF, Team GIF over here.
I was like, damn it, this would spoil the rest of like the very end. And thankfully I stopped myself.
Sweet.
Because people do that. Where was it? Like Facebook and stuff like that. They post mostly for Supernatural, like GIFs of like future characters and stuff like that. And it's and they don't really care. And I tell them, I'm your friend. I don't want to see that. And usually you just end up like hiding their posts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's so many really like on Tumblr it was like a joke, like, oh, we have a GIF for everything. So there's thousands of them everywhere. So
even if it's just like the main character's like just making a joke or making funny faces or something, but it's from a future season, I don't want to see it because it could be like an important moment.
Yeah.
They might look different or something.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it.
That reminds me of that. Well, wait, everybody's seen this. Everybody's past season 2, episode 4 here. But like,
hang on, Domi is not.
No, I am. I'm good. I'm in 208.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Sorry?
208.
Yeah, you said 208.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yes.
Like that snake or whatever that we like that came out of the or was it 5? Was it 5? Whichever one it was, that snake that would just come up like this. I love
the penis.
Yeah.
And she chopped it off. That's that.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys remember. There's an episode like I think it was actually 208, like the Dark Ages or something.
Yeah.
Everyone's seen that, right?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen the show. Can you
I started with season 5, so
well, okay, yes, I forgot that now. It's because Georgia was also behind. Anyways, Miss Calendar does this thing with like her where she's like when she's kind of possessed and she just speaks, and it just cracks me up, and now it's reminding me of what Liam does in the little bit. Maybe the demon is inside of him now.
I mean, he was playing Giles, so
it's true.
Yeah.
Complete with my
nice.
A vampire.
See, I too have a Buffy prop, but I decided I shouldn't bring it because it's a big spoiler. So it's
apparently.
really sad.
Oh no! Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
it's
really
lovely
sad.
though.
I got sent this,
It's
and
lovely.
there's like spoilers in it apparently, so I can't actually use it yet. So no. I got sent in saying you can't open it until you finish the show. I was like, okay. So it's been
Someone
closed.
sent me, like a flash drive of like something I should watch after I'm done, and he's like, just in case something happens to me, I need to send this to you. I'm like, okay, this is a lot.
Something happened to you.
I mean, geez,
He's
it's
like,
that serious.
Just keep it until you're done. I'm like, okay, I will.
Oh my gosh.
I would also suggest, if you guys like pop vinyls, be very careful because
on the back, yeah.
Because my sister bought me one actually, and she told me not to look at the back, and I'm like, okay.
There are some pop vinyls that are.
Yeah, I've gotten so many, and they're like, just don't look at the back. Just look. I'm like, okay.
I would
just need to
showcase
take them out of the box and throw it out.
There's some pop vinyls that are stacked on top of the Buffy one, but it's Buffy, so in what she wore in the finale of season 1.
I got sent a few, and it's just all blue tack on the back. Like, peel this away when you get to blah 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 blah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Do they not have one with wearing the outfit that you're wearing, Shannon?
There is actually. Hang on a second. I don't have that one, but I do have this. I do have this bad boy right here. And I know a lot of you aren't there. It's just an outfit, I swear. It's just an outfit.
Oh
wow.
Hey.
Awesome.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I'm just missing the steak. But to be fair, I don't think she actually holds a steak that episode. I'm not sure. I can't confirm or deny that. I don't know.
Right. All right. Well, yeah. Let's see. We've been going for what? Oh, 4 hours, 39 minutes now. Wow.
2 years? What?
2 years.
The reboot happened. It got cancelled.
We've just talked this whole time. There's a whole. That would be crazy. All right. Well, yeah. Anybody else? Any other topics that people want to cover, or should we wrap?
You want to leave, Anthony?
I don't want to leave. No,
because you're trapped.
I don't want to leave.
I know we established this.
I don't want to leave. I'm just trying to. I mean, I also then the video will be. I think people will watch a 10-hour long video though. Really though. So I mean, we can.
Really? I'm not sure. Forever. I don't know if people are, like. Do you think people will be watching this whole thing?
I don't know.
They watch my reviews.
I don't know. They watch.
If they can sit through 3 hours of me talking about Buffy season 4, they can sit.
I just did a 4-hour stream of Among Us, so if you.
I did a rewatch with Passion of the Nerd, and that was like 2 hours long, and everyone watched that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, the Buffy fan base, they're awesome, man. It's like, because sometimes I really be thinking to myself, I'm like, why would anybody want to watch me look at something? Or like, why, but it's like, I mean, like, I love how much they not only just love the show, but they show genuine support to you. And like, you really feel like, they care about you. So that's what's just so awesome to me, because I'm feeling like I'm not that interesting. Nobody wants to see me, but people watch.
Well, Joss, a good show, especially like something created by Joss Whedon, like he knows how to manipulate your emotions and like either break your heart or just play with you. And I think people are just so supportive and very like they're there for emotional support a lot of times, especially for a show like Buffy, especially that it's a teen show, so a lot of younger people like it. But other shows, if it's like something like, just not to name any shows just for spoilers, but like other shows that are more like mystery and not a lot of drama, like you're not going to be connected to the characters. People usually are there to like analyze it with you, or they want to hear like your theories. So it really depends. But this fandom is so like emotionally motivated, I would say. That's why, like, whenever I get emotional in a reaction or something happens and they're always there for you, like, yeah, I felt the exact same way. It was nice seeing you react that same way. And it just makes it so much better even to react because people are there for you and feels like you're watching it with them.
I remember there was a point in the Buffyverse, I will not state when, but a bunch of my patrons actually put together like a care package video to make me feel better.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Sorry?
I'm getting like a little care package. Like they brought tissues and everything, and they're like, just in case you need them.
No spoilers, but when I got to a certain episode of Angel and I had almost like a panic attack, and people were just like, "Oh my goodness, you just broke my heart." I could not breathe. I'm not going to tell you what season, what episode.
I know which season it is. I already know. I know the answer.
Is it
because that's a snot bubble episode.
and it was a specific moment, and I was just looking at the camera like my whole life is a lie. I feel betrayed. I feel just it was like that. And people were just so nice, but I felt bad because they're like, "You're breaking my heart." I was like, "Oh my God, I didn't want to be, I don't want to be that fragile on camera." But it was a good turning point because I realized shows like this can make you that emotional, can get that kind of reaction from you. Because a lot of times you're like, "Oh, I'm just watching a show." Like you're not gonna get me. You might make me cry, but sometimes just things happen. And again, Joss Whedon is a genius, and also Tim Minear. So
yeah,
it's so unexpected, and sometimes you learn things about yourself. Like, "Oh, I didn't know I was like that emotional," or "Oh, I didn't know I liked that character that much," or stuff like that. So. Definitely. You get me?
That's right.
Well, there's like an ultimate test of a character, which is a few of you have gotten to that point. Like an ultimate test whether or not you actually enjoy said character. And that's a funny thing to watch people react to be honest.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I remember that. That is a fun part. You'll like, I've definitely gone, I think probably to all of you also have gotten to that point. I've gone to your video, like seek that video out to see that specific part of that episode.
I like how like this is the most interesting part in this chat is that we're trying so hard not to spoil, but we're trying to talk about it because it's so much fun.
Yeah, it's a lot harder for those of us who have finished the show.
Like season 1 is safe. That's it.
Just watch it this week so we can talk about it. Just watch it now.
Don't provoke me, otherwise I will like give up on Reactor videos. Sit down the entire thing, and then tomorrow morning I'm gonna be like, "So I just finished Buffy."
Let's just talk about iRobot UK for hours.
You've got like bags all the way down to here.
What happened?
Yeah. Honestly, though, don't test me because I will.
It's me.
The beginning.
That's like 200 plus episodes. Like
easy. Trust me, some of us can do it. We will not eat or sleep. We will not rest until we finish. I did that for shows that I've never reacted to. Obviously, I think what show was it? Oh, Death Note, when I saw the anime.
Yeah.
I binged that like there was no night or day. I just kept watching it. I didn't even know what day it was when I was done. I didn't even know what year it was. It was just, I'm done and my life is empty. My life has no meaning. The show is over. So it happens a lot.
I don't even really watch very many animes like that, but Death Note, I definitely remember watching that and really not stopping at all for the most part throughout the whole thing. Because it's something about the way that they format the episodes where I feel like you never feel completely, you feel satisfied, but you never feel completely satisfied to want to stop. And so you just have to keep on
just
going.
One more.
Next.
Yep.
I just finished Attack on Titan and I'm very sad.
Same. I've just finished it this past Saturday. And you know, there's now this wait until December for when it comes back for its final season. So, yay.
Oh, and I'm the worst. I only watch dubs, so I have to wait longer.
Oh no! Don't get me started. How dare you react to the dub?
I can't read probably.
I pause. I'm like, what did you say? Okay, continue. I just can't do it any other way. Has anyone seen the Death Note Netflix version? Like
that movie? Wasn't it a movie?
Money.
You mean, wasn't it like a movie or is it a show?
I mean, technically we're not supposed to talk about it, but I mean, I brought it up. I don't know why. But yeah, stuff like that, because that's like an American adaptation of an anime. Usually those don't work out that well for me. Like, I still haven't seen the Avatar: The Last Airbender, the anime, but I've seen the movie, and I didn't even know that the anime existed, and I just didn't really care much for that.
Well, that's probably why you watched the shitty movie instead of the great TV show, which I have not seen myself, but I've heard is really great.
Seen the first one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either, but I've heard amazing things.
You guys do movie reactions, by the way? I know some of you do like select movie reactions every now and then. Liam, do.
If it gets picked as a pilot selection.
I do movie reactions on Patreon exclusive. I've done a few on YouTube. Like I just done the Harry Potter ones, and I'm doing Back to the Future in December.
I've done that.
Oh, amazing!
I did that.
Wow,
it was fun.
I wanted to do Star Wars for Christmas, but I just don't have access to it right now, so I may not be able to do it. But there is still time. But I've never seen Star Wars.
Wow.
People got really mad at me when I called Back to the Future an old movie. I'm sorry, I wasn't born when it came out, so it's old.
The 80s.
It doesn't mean that it's not good.
Yeah.
It was just old.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The 80s people.
For me, if it's black and white, it's old. If it's in color, it's.
I got comments being like, "How dare you? You don't deserve a channel because you think movies like this and this and this are old." And I'm like,
wow.
I'm sorry, I wasn't born.
Right.
I'm sorry,
exactly.
old man.
I heard Liam Duke is going to be reacting to Marley and Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little
I've
known
heard that
film.
too. I've heard that.
I didn't even have a pet when I watched it. Like, it just got me, man.
Oh no.
Nothing gets me like dogs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I reacted to The Count of Monte Cristo on my Patreon.
So did I.
Selection. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was actually because no, you never reacted to, but Liam Catterson, do you have like somebody that watches your Lucifer reactions named Heidi?
Yeah.
She's awesome. Like she leaves like great reviews.
She goes around to like Heidi Markham.
Yes.
Heidi Markham.
Yeah.
Yes.
She goes around to like Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
Like she loves her really long comments.
Yep.
Yeah, she's awesome. I mean, she's definitely so. I appreciate her though, because she did my Patreon for the request. It's like the highest one, like $30. I did not expect anybody to do that at all. So I was like, oh wow. So when she actually signed up for that and requested Count of Monte Cristo and some other stuff, I was like, well, thank you. I appreciate that. But one time in one of the long comments, I will say, and this is why I was about to ask you, Liam, like it said, "Thank you again, Liam, for another great reaction." I was like, so so obviously this was not originally on mine, but
okay.
Like she has the same thoughts on the movie. It's okay.
Yeah.
Something like this in a report card from like a French teacher, and she was like, "Congratulations, Alexia, on a great semester." And I'm like,
oh my goodness.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What do they say afterwards if you correct them? They're like, "Oh, never mind."
See, that's the thing. It was like, that's the thing. Shortly after she did that was when she subscribed to my Patreon for that tier. And I was like, oh, wow. Well, if you're going to do that one, you can call me whatever you want. Then. I was not expecting it. So, yeah.
Yeah. The ones that are clearly spam is when someone says like, great content, keep it up and check us out. And they're not even.
Hey, I keep the great
they're not
content
related
and
to-
great video because that's some nice comments. I don't even care.
No,
if
they're
it's a-
great, but like some of them
will
like
take
they
it.
have like a link at the bottom and
Yeah.
they spam
Yeah,
the comment
yeah.
over and over again.
Yeah.
That's going.
Yeah.
That's going like in
Yeah.
the bin. Like if that's on the public feed and not held for review, then that's going.
It's always it's always public for me, and I'm like, this is the same. Or someone like posts like a timestamp and then a link.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's and it just. I thought it was just me, but yeah.
Oh no, it's everybody.
You know,
Haven't you noticed? Everything that you think is just you is everybody.
So much better now.
Yeah.
We've all been through it.
Yes, it's a mark of passage.
I know I keep giving you guys a lot of questions, but how long do you see yourself doing reactions?
Another day or
know.
two.
Yeah, I'll give it 10 minutes. And
I've had a good run.
Until I pass out.
Way to break my heart, Liam. Way to break my heart.
I'll do it.
Yeah. After talking to you guys, I realized there's nothing but despair in my future. So yeah,
I've hit my peak. I'm going.
Yeah. The episode before the last Buffy, I'll be like, well, I'm done. Bye.
Careful, Liam. We might get a comment from that person again.
I honestly though, I'm not sure because like I've always said that this has helped me out big time in terms of like feeling a lot happier in life and being able to speak more confidently. So I'm not sure. I mean, I know I've got like a few years in me, but we'll see
Same.
what happens.
Until I pass out from fatigue, honestly. I don't know when it's gonna happen.
I thought you were going to say until I pass away. He's like, oh.
I'm just running
I
on
feel
Pepsi
like-
fumes at this point.
I feel like Shannon, you're just gonna watch all the shows, and like they're gonna have to start making new shows just for you now. Like you're watching everything. But that's amazing though. But I don't know, like if I'm still in my 20s, but I don't know if I'm gonna be in like my 30s, and I don't see myself because it's not really a reactions channel for me. I don't know about you guys. It's called Shiny Antics, not Shiny Reactions, because I will do pretty much whatever comes to mind, just not right now because quarantine, and just do reactions and that's it. But I don't know if I want to like see myself like in my mid 30s or 40s and like still react. I might still be reacting to like Supernatural because that's gonna take a few years.
Oh yeah, I've already got my.
Definitely, you'll be seeing 60s.
Yeah, I was gonna say I already have my 40s mapped out for that.
My grandkids are gonna be like, Grandpa, why are you watching this show? I'm like, shush! It's for YouTube.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting thing about it. I don't know how long I'm gonna continue. I mean, like you said, Shiny Antics, I'm definitely wanting to. I want to do another channel, but even with this channel, Why It's So Awkward, I've been wanting to like branch out and do other stuff. Like I try to do like a Buffy music video, and like I'm wanting to start doing like different types of analysis videos or maybe skits or something. I'm just trying to do different types of stuff with it as well. But so yeah, I don't know.
I was gonna do something for Angel. I was gonna, because I didn't do a review, and I thought, what if I do something similar to what Movie Nights did, but instead, because I have like a green screen and stuff, if I use my like good camera and stuff, and I almost like manipulate the scenes that already happened and change them so that it would happen the way I want it to happen. Like that's my way of picking on stuff. But that's just me teasing. So I'll just think about it. But yeah, that's just the only idea I had. If I get tired of reactions, I would just do like reviews, almost like Nostalgia Critic. I don't know if any of you watch him, but just take it to like the next level in terms of like graphics and like a series instead of a movie.
Yeah.
Just do that. I can do that like for years. I don't mind doing that. But yeah, for reactions, I feel like, and I think I mentioned this before to people, like I only want to watch the shows that I always wanted to watch. I'm not just gonna watch something because people tell me to watch it. Because I know it's not gonna feel great after a while. It's gonna lose its soul, whatever that means. So after a while, I feel like if I run out of shows, I'm like, oh, that's it for my bucket list. So goodbye.
I've accomplished everything I need to in life now that I've seen shows.
I mean, you've been very quiet.
Me?
Tammy.
Oh, sorry. Oh no, I'm just watching. That's all.
How are you going with your shows? Is there anything that you're like interested in picking up one day?
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking of maybe watching Lucifer, but that's maybe later down the line. But
Yes.
A lot of people have just started Lucifer.
I've just started season 3. So.
Oh, you're in the same. Me too. I just started season 3. I actually, what got me into Lucifer initially was I took a trip to LA earlier this year, like right before the pandemic started. And
you trying to meet the devil?
Right, exactly. And I went on that WB studio tour. And so we like got to see like the different sets of Lucifer and stuff. And the tour guy was talking about how good it was. So I was like, I'm gonna go check this out. And so it's been, that also got me into Gilmore Girls because I went all through Stars Hollow. I don't know if anybody has seen that show.
I have.
You have?
Yeah. I have. I've heard of it. I
They
just haven't
keep
seen it.
mentioning that show on my Supernatural reactions. Everyone keeps referencing it. Apparently, I have to watch it.
Yeah, there's
Because-
reasons for that.
Uh-huh.
There's something very ironic in that show, to be honest.
I think it's on Netflix, so I'll give it a watch.
It's very fast-paced, witty humor. Like the scripts, like usually a script is like 64 pages long or something like that, but like Gilmore Girls scripts are like 70 pages long, because there's a lot of witty dialogue and back and forth, and that's what's really exciting. Well, not exciting, I guess, but like what's really fun about watching Gilmore Girls is just the, I think I guess Buffy with the like witty back and forth, but without the supernatural stuff or the
and with just a little bit more like, melodrama, like, kind of teenage, that type of stuff. And and young adult because Lori, so you just all
I just
gotta keep doing it till someone talks.
Oh my god! I just wait for Liam. That's the signal.
Yeah. Something's gone too far. Someone stop him.
It's a good icebreaker though. I think I'm gonna just start doing that in real life. Like you don't know what to say.
It is going to be me when I can actually like see people physically again. I'm not going to know how to talk to them, so I'm just going to go.
What happened to supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? That's what I still do. Such a Disney nerd. Sorry.
No worries.
I'm wondering.
No problems here. I've seen every single Disney animated film that there is.
I'm still catching up. I think the last one I just saw was Frozen 2, and I think that was like the only one. Oh, I saw the live action Mulan. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it got awkward all of a sudden.
Still need to see Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin, but yeah, I ended up watching Mulan because everyone was talking about it. I was like, I really need to see this. I think you guys are overreacting. No, you're not. Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't even watched the live action Lion King because I don't want to kind of sully the
No.
The live action Lion King is just Lion King, to be honest.
But
I
stick to the animated
faces. Without like literally, it's just the animated faces that is different.
Yeah, and some weird stuff. I would just stick to the cartoon basically. It's a lot more visually a lot more interesting, and I would say it's a lot funnier. But that's the thing with a lot of reboots. They're just saying, "Oh, hey, remember these quotes that you like from the original? Well, we're just gonna say it again."
Yeah, but this time in live action.
CGI.
Yeah, I've seen some clips of that new Lion King. I guess it was the style they were going for, but it was kind of weird for me just how photorealistic it was and how since it was so realistic, animals' faces don't convey emotion the same way humans do.
Yeah.
So it's like they would just be having these plain looking faces while saying like, these crazy things. And it was just kind of
my main issue, I can't say it because it's somewhat of a spoiler because it describes the scenery, but it's a certain song like being sung at a certain time. That's all I can say. But to be fair, like they said they're doing a sequel. Actually, one of my friends is auditioning for that.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're doing a.
I think it's supposed to be more original than the animated.
So it's not Simba's Pride?
Not from what I know. I think it's more like more of a backstory for like Mufasa and Scar. So.
Wow. Okay. I'm here for that.
Yeah.
But the lions look real.
Whoa. That was crazy. He just went off. I thought we had like Morgan Freeman or something. I was like, where is this voice coming?
Now Liam Duke has to narrate my life.
Really?
I do an audiobook, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
ASMR style.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one wants that. Actively unsubscribe.
Sorry, excuse me.
Just need like a flashlight now, and then you're complete.
I would turn my light off. But...
Oh my goodness. Your lighters up. Yeah.
Like
to the two Liams, how do you like? Isn't it confusing when people talk to you both at the same time? Because I call you Duke and I call you Liam. Because you're the Duke.
Yeah, I don't own the name Liam.
Silence Duke.
I'm always Duke. I can never be the Liam.
I mean,
it can be.
Yeah,
but I do tend to just go by Duke when we're like doing something together. So
yeah, like
it's all right.
I know we were both in the Among Us stream, and people have.
Yeah, it's Liam. Liam's the imposter. Which Liam?
Break them off.
I am the
both out the airlock.
Yes, but not before Liam does a 30-second speech.
Well, that was just rude. I was not the imposter. Everyone voted me off. I said 30 seconds left on the clock, so I just damned them all to hell for 30 seconds. So.
And you get floated.
Rude.
I've never played Among Us yet, honestly. I've heard so much
it's
about it.
It's quite fun, to be honest.
It is. I love it. It's very.
I like trolling in the game, though. I like making friends with people and venting in front of them to see if they trust me enough.
Oh, venting, like you get in the vent. See, I thought you meant like venting to them. Like I thought you were saying that's how you make your friends.
There is that. There is that when they wrongly accuse you. Like Liam.
Yeah. I got a bit mad.
Yeah, all I know about Among Us is I'm just always hearing people talking about who is sus and all vents and stuff. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I tried to download the app.
It's kind of like Mafia, if you've ever played Mafia or Town of Salem.
Well, originally it was called Space Mafia, so yeah, it's basically like that.
Or Deceit. A lot of games that are kind of like similar. It's just fun. It's easy game to play.
It's one of those things where it's like I have no doubts that it's so fun that I almost don't want to play it because I don't want to start spending too much time doing it, because I tend to get like, I tend to sink time into things if I like them. So I try sometimes to deprive myself of things I might like so that I don't end up wasting too much time on it.
Oh, I've got like 2,000 hours in like Dead by Daylight. I know exactly how you feel.
I'm the same with two certain games, the F1 games and Metal Gear Rising. I just put so much hours into that because, yeah.
Legend of Zelda games for me.
And my
Animal Crossing.
Incomplete games.
I'm
Play
like,
with me.
I'm mainly a stealth game person. Splinter Cell, Metal Gear Solid,
Yes.
Dishonored, Thief, Hitman, all those types of games.
I like playing games with people. It's boring playing alone.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm terrible at like multiplayer, especially online games. Like I just always die and lose.
Same. I always lose when I'm playing with someone. I don't know why. But usually there are times when there was that, what was it? Tomb Raider, I think, like the PS1 game. We had this thing, me and my cousins, like it was a habit where we'd look up all the cheats so we can like skip levels and stuff like that. And all we do is just skip to the final level, and then they just like put her in like the swimming pool and they just let her swim for like pretty much forever. Either she gets tired and like drowns by herself, or I don't know, whatever happens, but like they just don't want to play the actual game. They just do whatever they want. Kind of like same thing with the Grand Theft Auto. I never actually do the actual missions. I'm like, I'm just gonna drive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm gonna buy a house. I'm gonna, put some of those cheats in, like, make some money. Same thing with Sims. I mean, but Sims is not really a game, but I just use it for like building and stuff.
The Sims is a game.
How dare you?
Not the one I had. Not the one I had. It says like you're going to work and then you just disappear inside a building for like half an hour and then you just come out. I'm like, but I wanted to be there for you. I wanted to see it. I think it was Sims 3.
So you don't murder people on Sims. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta download the mods. That's where it's at.
So many mods.
All the CC and like random outfits.
Yeah.
Hey, if you haven't killed a Sim by drowning them to death in a pool with no ladder, have you even played The Sims?
I feel cruel, but at the same time,
hey.
I only killed one Sim just to see them turn into a ghost, and you had to do like a certain algorithm. I don't know what you had to do for them to turn into a ghost and stay. I just like the sound effect whenever they walk around and you're like, oh. I just enjoyed that. But you can't kill a ghost, right? Like a ghost Sim. I don't think so.
I believe you can banish them away.
Yeah, you can do something to like make them go away.
Yeah.
Just call Buffy.
Or Sam and Dean.
I mean, there is a vampires pack in The Sims.
Yeah,
really like
that's true.
Pretty good.
Oh.
Just Drac showing up at your door every single day.
Well, no, I think his name is like Count.
Yeah.
Vladimir or something. Yeah. He's.
It's when he breaks into your house and then just like kills one of them. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess that story's done.
Rude.
Yeah.
I didn't even invite you in.
I know. Broke the rules.
I'll never forget the time that I sent my Sim to university. And it was my only Sim. And they got struck by lightning and died before they entered the And I was like, and then it was like, you have no more Sims, restart. Okay.
Wow. You're just going to university and then bam.
That's the 2020 university experience, basically. You arrive on campus and you get struck by lightning.
That's so sad.
Oh no.
And speaking of like 2020 and stuff, I'm very interested to see just as time progresses how like TV shows and movies are going to adapt to like, just portraying the world in general, just like not like anything that's like a specific type of concept, but just regular world. Will people in TV shows just be wearing masks all the time now, or like, like
I saw that.
I know a few soaps are already doing that. Like,
oh yeah,
that's
I think a lot of
airing in
is
the
doing
UK.
it.
Now, if I see anything new, like I saw a post and I immediately related to it. Like, I'm like, why are these people shaking hands? Why are they hugging?
Yeah.
Where's the sanitizer? Wear a mask, social distancing, like bad. But I think for shows kind of like, with like Supernatural and stuff like that, shows that are wrapping up, I mean, they kind of have to do it anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
The most recent episode I watched, it felt really off because they originally wrote it pre-COVID, and then after they had to change a bunch of stuff because they were like, we can't have a bunch of people together for like the scene.
Just green screen them.
And if you really pay attention, you can see like the COVID restrictions, like characters 6 feet apart.
Yeah, and like the fight choreography in the scene was like atrocious. I was like, yeah, okay, so you couldn't get any like stunt actors on set. Okay, I could tell.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know for some kissing scenes they've actually resorted to using mannequins. So
oh my god.
Oh man.
Remind me of the Family Guy episode where like someone uses like a balloon, like a full size, like human sized balloon is just floating there and people think it's a person. That would be weird. But I do think if people, because they have the technology, so they can easily green screen the actors and just make them look like, you know, they're closer together. But yeah, I was wondering because now they say, I know we're talking about like COVID now, it's strange, but they say like they have like the vaccine, and I'm like, okay, I'm so curious, like how long it's going to take before the real world becomes normal again, and then, you know, for television to be normal again. Because I've like, I mean, I haven't been working on set like since COVID started, but like I have a lot of friends who are filming stuff and they have to like get tested every time, and they have some like guidelines that they have to follow. Sometimes they don't even follow the guidelines just because they can't and they don't have the budget and stuff like that. But the thing is, some of these people, like that's how they earn money.
Mm-hmm.
There's like, they don't have any other job. So it's kind of crazy. So I'm like the entertainment industry, especially the independent industry, is kind of screwed right now. And theaters also, like all my like musical theater friends, you know, what are you gonna do? So
yeah. I hear the only like good place to be kind of right now in the entertainment industry is like a writer. Like the writers actually, apparently, I forget why, like in a writing class I was taking recently, the teacher was talking about how like actually writers right now have it way better in some type of way, and like there's like a lot of what's going on has been benefiting them in a lot of ways. I forget exactly what it was, but everybody else is like screwed.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a screenwriting major, so that wouldn't work out awfully for me. No, I'm kidding. That sounds really mean. But from what I'm hearing, like because the industry hasn't really been filming a lot, like there are shows that have been canceled, and like they're not really, I don't think they're picking up many things right now. So I think even for writers, struggling a little because many of their projects aren't filming, and they can't film right now. So in that way, it's not good.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I'm just coming out of like a month, like a couple month lockdown. So I'm only now discovering that the sun exists.
Okay, Angel.
What is it like?
Yeah, it's definitely weird. I left the house and I realized that that it's summer here now. So I was not prepared for that. Yeah.
Wow. What time of year is it in the UK? I mean, like, season.
February.
Oh, it's fall, I guess. Fall.
Yeah,
autumn. Okay. Yeah, autumn. Autumn.
Whatever you want to call it. I know I always say fall and I get corrected. It's autumn.
Actually, it's
I don't care. We've lost concept of time in 2020.
We have.
Exactly.
Well, summer.
I love that everyone. Sorry.
It's always summer here in Florida. That's just it.
Same for me though.
I love that everyone's just like, when it comes to 2021, everything's just going to be miraculously better.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't have that much faith in it.
See, this is a blip.
Yes.
2020.
January 1st.
Yeah. I don't know.
Getting
Yeah.
better. No.
I'm hoping maybe 2022, 2023, but I'm not getting my hopes up too much. Right now, it's like anything can happen.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Like, even removing the whole COVID shebang, like, personally for me, this year has gone down the toilet. So,
yeah.
I think after 2 years of hell, I'm ready for 2021. Just do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Either improve or finish me off.
Right.
Either or.
I try to look at the bright side. Go ahead.
I was just gonna make a joke about the 2 years in hell. I was gonna say, well, if you just add 3 more years, maybe you'll become Oliver Queen. Like,
well, I've got my bow, so yeah.
My name is Oliver Queen.
You have failed the city. I just need to order the suit, and then I'm on my way.
I just keep thinking about because a lot of, especially when the lockdown started, a lot of people on YouTube, especially just to guide this conversation back to YouTube, have been saying like, oh, like these reactions like have been really helpful because of the lockdown.
Yeah.
Keep them coming and all that. So I'm sure you guys have all experienced that, especially nowadays. Yeah. So I think that's one thing that I appreciate. I feel like I'm doing it for a cause and it's helping a lot of people. So that's great.
Yeah.
And for me personally, I wouldn't have started Buffy if it wasn't for the lockdown, because Supernatural stopped and I was like, I kind of want to do like another show. So I was like, okay, I'll do Buffy. And then I had so much free time because like at the time I came home from my college and I was like, okay, I have a bunch of free time. So I started Buffy. Which
that is a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, it really is.
It is.
He's doing
He's taking longer each time.
Yeah, he's just leaving us.
He like eases into it.
At some point, I've just actually frozen, but you're just waiting for me to like do it.
Tammy, it looks like heaven's gates are opening up behind you or something.
Heaven's gates.
Yeah, the like lighting.
Oh,
right.
Oh, it's just my LED lights, whatever they're called. Sorry.
Nice.
No, nothing to apologize for.
I'm posh.
Cool.
Anyway.
I just have mine there. They're not in view.
All right. Well, once again, I'm not trying to end things, but I guess I am. I am
but
saying
it's time. I'm not trying to end things, but it's the end.
Yeah.
So, and I still need. I guess I need to record an official outro too, for everything. And
people are gonna wonder what happened.
Wait, what? It's been 84 years.
Right. Exactly. Like I got to record an outro that I guess I'll put at the end of the table read, because I think we just went from that straight into just talking about everything. Okay, I guess table read outro.
Bye.
All right.
It was nice being here.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Did we do
All right. So that was the first ever Buffy the Vampire Slayer Reactor table read. Thank you all for coming. Any last words to the people?
Words to the people.
You can just say bye.
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 Don't be the sheep, be the herder.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well, thank you all for watching, and be sure to check out everybody's channel who was in this video. Go head over, check them out, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. These are all great people, all great reactors. And if there's anybody here you haven't heard of, I'm sure that you'll love them. So until next time, we'll see you all later.
Bye.
All right, cool. I guess that's
We just all do our outfits.
I love that we had to do an outro like 2 hours.
Exactly.
And like 2 people have left.
hours later?
Exactly. I was thinking about that. I was like, wow, we never did an outro for that table read. Well, all right then. I guess that'll be it for now, guys. But I do feel like if you all are down, we should try to do something like this again, whether it's a table read or something else that brings us all together.
I mean, there is a part
It's been a pleasure. Yeah,
Like-
it's like this really humanized everyone. Like everyone's like a person, like an actual person that I'm speaking to now. It's not just someone on YouTube. So it feels great.
I'm just a robot.
I knew it.
My conspiracy theory was right.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this was amazing. I'm so happy to meet all of you.
No,
yeah, this is really fun.
You guys are great.
Yeah, it's so amazing to meet everyone here and get to know you all a bit better. So
It was nice to just talk to people.
Yeah,
I'm really lonely.
This is the most people I've talked to in 8 months at any one
wow.
time.
Dave,
Hey.
this is
Guess I'll be in contact with you all. I'll see you all later. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for organizing this.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you
to
so much,
everyone.
Anthony. Thank you.
No problem. Happy to do it.
Thank you so much.
All right. I'm about to click end.
Bye, you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.